Hey, Drone Shots, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, everybody. It's Tuesday evening. You got anything you want to talk about? Let's talk about it. Okay, you're doing dinner. All right, I get you, Frank. Jody. Hey, doing dinner. Jody. Jody's cooking dinner. Good for you. East Coast, you got to work nights now? Hello, Brenda. Yeah, I got a couple of ships today. Got the H. Lee White downbound and the Algoma Endeavor upbound. Not a lot of ship traffic out there today. The Clyde S. Van Ankerborg is downbound. It's out a ways. So okay, you're removing a valve in the roadway. Okay. A little night work going on, huh? Okay. Brenda, no, I didn't. It wouldn't let me in. I have to figure it out somehow. I don't know whether it's a bad password or a bad, I don't know. Just, it's beyond me, Brenda, you know? Maybe I should just give up flying, you know? Not worry about it. Yeah, it wouldn't let me sign in to take the test for my 107 retesting of my 107 because it expired, but because I couldn't sign in. Wouldn't take my sign in information or my password. So what's everybody up to this evening? Anybody got any big plans to do anything, or I don't know what Justin's doing, or Mark. Well, I think Mark's probably watching the soccer game, but or he's watching golf, one or the other. I don't think there's any big golf on TV on a Tuesday. That's usually a weekend thing, I think. Well, who's gonna join me? Are you guys just gonna leave me hanging? Hello, Crystal. Nanya. Big Paul. Who's Big Paul? I don't quite know what you're talking about, Nanya. Or maybe you're talking about Justin, huh? I don't know where Justin is. Probably busy doing something. Oh, the Togurtha. No, no, no. That ship's not around. I don't know where it is. Probably up and off of uh, Lake Ontario, someplace, loading up. No, but you can go back and see some of my videos. Just go put in, go to my channel and just put in Paul Tregurtha and you'll see some. Oh, Mark, not seeing you, buddy. Logan. Here comes Eddie. Hey, Ed, what you got your little buddy there? What's his name?
Xander dog.
Xander. All right. He's a good
He's a
looking. He's a good
he's a
looking.
good boy.
Yeah. He loves
How
his
are you?
daddy too.
How are you too, buddy?
How old would he
That
be, Eddie? How old is he?
Xander dog is I think he's I think he's 4.
Okay.
Wait,
That's like Boone is 3 or 4, but he's not that docile. Boone is a wild child.
let me I gotta mute the YouTube because he's about 4.
Now do you got tags on him, right?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a tracking tag on him? I have to I got a tracking tag that I got for at Walmart. Put it on his collar, so if he gets away, I can track him. You're froze. Yeah, I know, Brenda. Ed's back.
Sorry, I closed down my YouTube and it took me out. Can you hear me now?
Yep, can hear you good.
Little Xander dog is an awesome doggy. He's the second wiener dog we've had. The first one was see now it's doing it's talking to me again. Gotta
Can you hear me?
I gotta mute the YouTube. First one was oh I'm drawing a blank. I know the first one's name, but I forgot it.
Yeah, I've got one of those collars, but I don't. I just something about it. I just can't bring myself to use it.
The first one was Leon. First doggy's name was Leon.
Leon. Now, how long did you have Leon?
Maybe 14 years. I think maybe 14 years or something. I don't know exactly. I'm having trouble blocking the YouTube. I don't want nobody else to hear that. I'm working on it.
Here comes Justin.
Hey,
Yeah.
Justin.
Got Brenda, Logan,
Oh my goodness.
Mark, and Jody. Dusty, what's it?
What were you eating dinner, Justin, or what?
Meh.
Oh, okay. Because did you say today that you were cooking dinner or no?
It wasn't me that said that.
Who?
I mean, that wasn't me that said that. Somebody
Oh,
else
okay.
must have told you that.
How's things down in Florida? Is it raining or it's nice and sunny?
Still sunny out. At
Oh,
least in my
good.
area, it is.
How's the weather where you are, Ed? Can you hear us?
No, He can't. I don't think he can hear us.
I don't think his headphones are working.
He was talking to you. It sounded like he was answering you like 30, 40 seconds after you were saying stuff. So I think he was listening to YouTube.
Here comes Mark.
Hi,
Hello,
Paul,
Mark.
Justin, Eddie.
Yeah.
There we go. Figured it out.
Well, you had it turned down?
Good to see you, Justin. Hope you're well, brother.
I'm good. Can you hear us? Yeah.
Can you
You
hear
sound
us
pretty
all right?
good.
Can you hear us all right, Ed?
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Pee-wee, come here. How you doing?
Hey, Jim, how's it going?
Come
What's
here.
up, Logan?
Wait. Yeah.
You want to,
What's up,
My
there's
little
Jim?
there's his
doggy
buddy.
Justin. Look at him. He's
Did you
such
say
a
his
good
name
boy.
was Xander?
Yeah, Xander. Yep. Right, dude. Right? He's such a good boy. He's a
He-
good boy.
He's your little buddy, huh?
Yeah. He's so smart and so sweet. I couldn't ask for a better doggy. He really is. He really is smart. He doesn't even get in the garbage, and he wasn't taught to do that. Yeah, he doesn't even do that. Yeah. Go on, buddy.
Right.
He's a good boy. He really is. I love him with all my heart. Every time I look at him, it reminds me of Mia.
Yep,
She was a good doggy too.
yep. Gone but not forgotten.
He was a good doggy. Just Jason had one too. What was Jason's dog? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Jason's doggy.
I think so.
I
The
forget her
hell was the
name.
name? What was the name of his dog?
I forget her name. You guys know what I'm talking about.
I can't think of it now. Molly?
I can't think of it either,
Molly?
but I know it.
Was it Molly?
No, it's close. Something close. I want to say Maisie, but I know that ain't right.
Was it Maggie?
Maggie. That's it.
Maggie.
Maggie.
That was it.
That's right. Maggie. Maggie dog.
What's up,
Yeah.
Mark?
He took that dog everywhere with him. He really did.
Well, now do you take Xander with you places?
Sometimes, but he freaks out in the car. He shakes.
Oh, he
So we
doesn't
don't-
like the car ride.
He doesn't like the car. So we try not to. Sometimes. Sometimes we do. He doesn't like the car. He freaks out. Earl. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta go make sure I finish dinner. I just want to check in with you guys.
Hey,
Let you
Ed,
know.
thanks for stopping by.
I'm
Stop
still
by more often.
alive. I'm still alive.
Stop by more often, buddy.
I will. I promise you that.
Okay.
Later.
Make
See
sure
you.
that if you do Paul Tregurtha, you let me know because my wife would like to see it.
Well, I said, like I say, I've got videos online of it.
Yeah, I know you do. Feels a little more important than when you do it live. Just saying.
Well, I'm not doing it live. I might have done it an hour or two ago.
Yeah. All right. I'll send her the videos.
Okay.
Bye. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
Ed.
Later.
Say goodbye to Xander.
Bye, everyone.
How you doing, Mark?
Not too bad.
Not too good either, huh?
A little sore, but looks like I'm going to have to go in and have one of the lenses they put in when they did my cataracts cleaned off. It's getting a bit hazy.
A little hazy.
Yeah.
What does that entail? Is that just like a day thing where they can do it in just a day or what? Like a
Yeah,
real
it's
quick
just laser.
Yeah. Like giving you a little wipe in there.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of Windex and a little paper towel. Just
Apparently, it's the like bag that the lens sits in is going a little bit cloudy. Because the cataract is the actual lens going cloudy, which is why they take it out and put a plastic one in.
Yeah, technology changes, doesn't it?
Mm.
well, that's the thing is laser surgery has been quite effective at curing people's eyes, and that's exactly why
Well,
um
that's because when you don't see things
that's not-
straight, the muscles that control the lens are either usually too strong, but occasionally too weak. If it's too weak, they can't do anything about it. But if they're too strong, they laser them to make them weaker so that your eyesight, your lens fits what you're looking at.
somebody made a troll channel. But anyway, what I was saying is it's gotten really good, but that's exactly why insurance companies won't cover the procedures over here because they don't want you to fix
Yeah.
your eyes. So you have to pay out of pocket if you want to get that done.
Yeah, that's a corrective procedure, not a necessary one.
Well, to me, it would be necessary because, uh, I mean, it would fix. That's like saying you have cancer. I have the treatment to cure it, but your insurance company don't want to pay it. They would rather just pay for a treatment that may or may not cure it.
Yeah, true.
It's they just they want you to stay on the insurance. They don't want to pay for it because then you'd have no use for eye insurance. You wouldn't have to go every 2 years to get glasses and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't want you to get off the insurance. That's why they don't want to pay for it. And it's expensive. It's like I think it's like a couple grand per eye if you get it done.
It's not cheap.
Yeah, there was these places when they first started coming out with laser. They'd give you coupons. It'd be like $200 off per eye or something.
Yeah.
There's a bathroom sign on Maker World that says "Do not disturb making a purge tower." It shows a guy sitting on a toilet.
I like that.
I don't know who that is, Jim. The only thing that sucks about that sign though is like you know what it means, but if somebody's not into 3D print, they're not going to know what it means. So it's only funny to people
Mm.
that print, you know.
Yeah, Jim, how are you doing? You feeling better? I know you've been working around your house, around the yard.
There's another one that says, "Please enjoy your poop. A cat will be with you shortly."
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim, I don't know who that is, and I'm not going to assume who it is because I don't want to falsely accuse somebody. And it could be multitude of people.
Somebody looking to cause trouble.
I'm not going to even attempt to try to figure out who that is. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Hmm.
So, Justin, what have you been up to today? Anything?
It's just been a quiet day. I finished watching From, which kind of sucks. I have to wait
How's
till
Doug
March.
doing?
Just basking under his like normal.
He hasn't been out in a while, has he?
Oh, he was out. He's been out a couple times yesterday. He's been out today.
Oh, okay.
Gotta find something else to watch. I've done binge watched 4 seasons of that show, and now so I have to wait till next year for the new season. And like all shows that left me on a cliffhanger, which I'm kind of pissed about.
I don't know who it is, but whoever it is has been here before with a different name because I don't recognize that name because I'm subscribed to him. He's got 3 subscribers.
Who's all subscribed to him?
I don't
Can't
know.
tell that. It doesn't tell you that.
Oh, okay.
It- yeah, they got 3 subscribers. I don't know.
Yeah, right, Brenda. I agree.
The back,
It's quite amusing.
yeah. If you go into the description links and it says
Yeah,
my backup
it's
channel, if you click on it, it's Rick rolled. You get Rick rolled. That's pretty funny. There's a knitting channel in there. And National Sleep Foundation is their favorite channel. What the fuck?
Hmm.
Says they're in Canada. It's an older account too. It's been around since 2022.
mm, well, think about it. How many do we know in Canada?
Lance isn't in Canada. The only one I know is Ed.
You
There's,
got Ed,
there's
Corey,
Ed, Corey,
you got
JDS,
you got Jim's Droney, but none of them
Jim.
got. I don't know why any of them would do that. You can't set your home country when you set up an account unless they VP'd in into Canada and set it up that way. That's what I did with TikTok when they shut it down, so I could still go to Laura's channel when she was doing the live streams. I had to VPN into Australia, set up a Gmail there, and then I had to set up a TikTok account and then connect the two.
Yeah.
So you can do that, but I guess that would be the only way I know that you could do that. You'd have to VPN into Canada. There's nobody that lives in Canada that would make any sense for them to do that, or they would do that. None of those guys would make any. Because Jim's Droney never comes around here.
That ship right there that's going downriver right now, headed for Toledo, Ohio. Not a lot of ships out there. Yeah, thanks, Jim. Well, there's such a thing as I don't do I really want to know, Jim? Who complained? Don's right. I got a little bit pissed the other night at him because I just get I just get a little bit angry periodically when people keep picking at me, picking at me, picking at me, picking at me. You know, I can There's some people on
People
here
will.
I can't do anything right, but I know that.
Well,
What is it? Our grandparents tell you, when you hear negativity, take it with a grain of salt and forget about it. You know.
yeah, it's hard to say if they would say anything anyway, Jim, because some places they don't like telling people because then they don't want people to feel discouraged calling and reporting.
Brenda asked me, you weren't here yet, but she asked me if I did the 107 update, and I can't sign into my FAA site. It won't
What
take
I
my
would
password or anything.
what I would do is if the guy meets you over there, maybe, you know, ask them to come in and show you on your computer where to go and all that stuff, so you know where to go and everything. I mean, he's coming down there to meet you because he said he wanted to go down to the river with you after he met up with you. So I'm assuming he's going to come directly to your house.
No, I think he said he wanted to meet me down by the river. Well, we'll see. See what happens.
Well, at the moment, as it stands, you're flying a sub 250-gram drone.
Yep.
You're not doing it for money. You don't need a Part 107.
No.
But if he goes, well, 250 only matters whether you're registering or not.
And it's registered.
And since you're not technically Part 107 at the moment, you don't have to register. But if you put anything on the drone, like say you do go outside at night, fly, and you put a strobe on, especially at Arc 5, you're definitely going to be over the 240 mark.
Well, 250. Yeah.
Or 250 mark. So
Although,
he already
officially,
registered it. So
officially, the Mini 5 Pro weighs 252 grams.
well,
But
he already registered it anyway, so he's good on that.
they've actually ignored the fact that it's 2 grams over for 250, a sub 250-gram drone.
Because the guy looked up Paul, or the guy said on there when Paul gave him the number, he did say you have a Mini 5 Pro, so I think the guy looked it up and saw that it was registered.
Mm.
I know the chipmunks are having a ball out there grabbing peanuts.
In fact, it doesn't matter what drone you fly over there, so long as you're not earning money with it, it doesn't have to be anyway.
That's a funny sign. There's some good signs on here. See here.
Every time I sign in, it makes me turn every freaking thing on again. Don't make sense.
What do you mean it makes you turn everything on again?
It's got X's over my computer and my video until I open it. It's never done that till the last couple of weeks.
Well, I tell you, there's things change down here all the time. It's like I get these black screens and yeah, I got to exit out and come back and
That could be something from what you did a couple weeks ago too, Joe, because you said you were having issues with all that crap.
No, it started happening when I went to go on Rodney's show one time. I couldn't get my camera to turn on, period. Rodney said, well, I'll turn my camera off and unplug it and turn it back on. It'll work. And it ain't doing anything. It'll work.
technology is a wonderful thing when it works.
It is. Hey, Brenda and Justin, even with a 249-gram drone, okay? Federal recreational UAS safety test, trust test, to legally fly a drone as a U.S. or hobbyist, mandated by federal law to test and ensure recreational pilots are educated on basic airspace rules. You have to have one of the other. Even if you're a hobbyist, you got to have at least a trust test.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I was talking about the weight thing and the registration.
Yeah, but you got to have the trust test to let them know you have the general knowledge, and you gotta what is it, the PREA they call it? You got to know what organization, because if they come to you and say, "Do you have a trust test?" and you have one of them, you say, "I got a trust test." Well, what FRIA did you flying under? You have to know which one. Because before I got my 107, I had a copy of with me because I wouldn't know. I had no clue. In case somebody asked me something stupid like that. You know, and it could be an FAA agent. It could be a cop. You know, they tell you, people could tell you, ask you questions technically.
Oh, yeah, that's the rule that they changed when you got remote ID, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I think the reason Paul can't, he probably forgot his password again. Probably
Yep.
what it is.
Now, my thing is the local cops technically can't enforce it anyway because it's a federal thing, right?
A local cop can ask you.
They can
Any-
ask you,
any-
but they can't arrest you for it because it's just like any other federal thing, like immigration. The longest time they
I asked
weren't
my
allowed
son
to.
about that when he was a cop. He said, I can't arrest you for it, but I can give you a citation.
As I know that whole federal thing and local cops is a weird thing.
You give
Like
him a
they can,
citation under state rules, and the state rules in Louisiana say I have to have one of those. So if I'm
I
flying
know,
without either, then they get me on that. You see what I mean?
yeah, I know most cops, local cops usually can't enforce federal laws unless they have like some kind of liaison that works with their agency and they have some like co-op
Yeah.
thing going on.
That's not what you get ready to do. Don't you do it. Paul, just change your password.
Aqua,
Just tell it you
I
got to
can't. I
reset your.
can't get. I can't get the stop from the screen going crazy.
What you need to do, is, do you know what the Justin, you know what you got to do? You got to set him up on Google so every time he signs stuff, you say the password's there.
I did do that, but that was way after he ever set up that FAA one.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I remember that was years ago he set that up.
yeah, but are they automatically saving now?
Yeah, that was set up last time I was in there.
Yeah.
Or
It
last
won't
time I did that big
automatically
focus.
save it. It won't automatically save it unless you log in using it.
I know. That's what I mean.
But if you can't remember it, you can't log in to use it.
Well, does he know his username? Do you have your username written down in that book?
Yeah, but it did. It didn't. It didn't take either one of them.
Well, don't worry about the password. Put the username you think it is. You shouldn't have two. One of them, well, actually, one of them is for Drone Zone and one of them is for FAA. It's always two different ones. But you put the one in for your FAA and say you need to reset your password, and then it'll send it to your email address. But you got to know what email address. That's on it.
Yeah, it might be
And
one of the
it'll
email
probably be
addresses.
that long ago, probably AOL.
It could be one of the email addresses you can't get into.
Well, you can get into Net Zero. You can get into the drone, Paul Murray drone. Can you get an AOL?
I don't know.
See, because that's the thing. You're gonna have to find out because you can reset it in a second. You just got to find out what your email that's going to send it to.
Well, that's that. I would
Yeah.
need my friend, the computer wizard, Justin.
He doesn't do. He's not doing anything else.
I think he gets tired of me.
I don't know. No, I'm reading some stuff on your computer. But probably, most likely, the pods of your screens, which could be hardware, like we said before. Could be the monitor, it could be a cable, could be a graphics driver needs to be refreshed, or the power saving settings need to be looked at. Or it could be thermal throttling. From your computer being dirty inside. And it's possible that'd be the issue because you haven't ever opened that thing up and cleaned it.
Oh yeah, it'd be full of dog hairs and all sorts of stuff.
Is it up on the computer table or is it up underneath on the floor?
Hey,
It's up on the table.
Yeah, put it on the floor is a lot worse. Man, I got stuck up all the dog hair, anything that's on the floor.
There it is, right there. The black box right there.
Yeah, I'd almost bet that thing's probably caked with dirt on the inside. You just
Yeah.
pop that side panel off and blow that thing out with a blower.
Yeah,
I don't
that's what
think
it
that I
says.
can-
That's
I
what
don't
it
think I
says
can.
right there.
I don't think I can pop the side panel off. I think it's all one piece.
Those panels always pop off the sides.
I don't
It'll
see
either be
any screws for it.
because a
Two
lot of
screws on
times,
the back.
or it's a slide up one that you actually put your hand up against it and press up, and it will slide off the side. It's like these little slide clips, so it doesn't actually have any hardware.
There's along the top edges, there is no seam or anything. It's just a
Because
black box.
the entire thing probably comes off like a big U, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. The
So the
side, the
screw-
top, and the other side.
It's probably got a couple, maybe 4 screws underneath it.
There's like a lot of office computers, which Paul's is kind of more of an office computer. They just, the side panels sometimes will just slide up. Like you'll put your hand on it, push up, and it will unclip, and then it just comes right off.
They usually slide backwards. And they normally have 2 screws in the back to hold them in place.
Hey, Justin, the 4 emails that I just stuck in there, I mean, in the chat, the things that stuck in the chat are directly from the trust site. Loki, what are you doing? Yeah, that tells you, because like I said, I had trust before I got 107, just so I could fly it and not have anybody say anything. But that's since
Yeah.
they enacted that back in June 2021.
Do with my head. I got mine. No, it was before that because
Ah.
wait, hold on. No, that's my registration.
That's what it says on here, since June 2021.
Yeah, I was looking at the date on the wrong card. Yeah, it doesn't actually say when this was issued.
But it's moot if you have a 107. You don't have to worry about it.
I actually got it issued through DroneU because that was back when all the they had specific companies, and even Boy Scouts of America was doing it. You remember that?
I don't
You
remember
could do
that.
it through, yeah, you could do it through Boy Scouts of America. And back when they first came out with it, I don't know if it's still the same, but there was like trusted specific groups that you could do the
What is
trust tests through.
You're going to the vet tomorrow. Send you to the vet. I gotta bring him to the vet tomorrow.
DroneU was that guy that fucking, I think that was that guy everybody fucking ended up hating. He was a pretty big channel. I think he ended up selling his company or something, because I think DroneU was a company. I think he ended up selling it.
I didn't know that one. That the guy was
Yeah,
with Ken Herring?
I don't remember, but I
Yeah,
remember that guy.
That wasn't Drone University, that wasn't it?
It was this guy here.
No, I don't know who he is. I never seen him. He looks
I think
he looks like
that was him.
you know what
It
he
was
looks like?
Drone.
He
it
looks
was
like
Drone U.
that thing everybody's mama used to have hanging in the bathroom. It was red and it had a big pipe on it, you know?
Oh yeah, this was him. I remember there was some controversy around this dude. Like people didn't like him for some reason, and I can't remember what it was.
So you didn't hear what I said, huh?
What?
I said he looks like that thing your mama used to have in the bathroom that used to fill up with water that had a long tube on it with a thing on the end, you know?
Yeah, I don't think he's really doing anything anymore because everything is from like a year ago. He hasn't really posted anything since then. So he must have. I thought he sold whatever company he had.
You know, there's some crazy kids in the background jumping off into that water.
Yep.
They got to be able to swim real good, I tell you. That water's choppy right now. As soon as they jump in, watch. That water's going to take them 10 feet. Boom.
Oh,
See?
yeah, they go right down.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just, as
there's a
long as they can
ladder
float.
down there.
Well, no,
yeah.
There's
there's
rocks. They'll climb the
cement
rocks.
rocks where they climb up back out. See 'em?
I'm
I'm
surprised that
honestly
they
surprised
haven't
they're
told them
allowed
they
to do
couldn't do
that.
that. Yeah, so well, we got a big sign now where the kids jump off the bridge by us. It says "Beware of gators," and they hold on to the sign before they jump. So yeah, one of these days they're gonna jump on top of one of them, and they're gonna go for a ride.
Yeah, I'm not getting in the fucking water around here. Fuck that.
Oh hell no!
That water's moving pretty fast by there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you don't grab that rock pretty soon, you got to find something else to grab hold of. Somebody better have a rope. Well, you got a lot of rocks right there to catch. I'm surprised that they have a big sign, no jumping off of this, or no swimming. You know.
No swimming, yep. They're not jumping off into the water on the American side. That's just over on the Canadian side.
I wouldn't jump over the water on either side. So.
I was watching the video from the murder trial of Charlie Kirk today. They had a lot of freaking video they never showed the public.
Oh yeah,
Bunch of security cam footage of him all over the campus.
yeah, and they're showing everything too.
Yeah, because they
The
didn't.
prosecution's pushing for that to show it.
'Cause they didn't show half of that footage when last year when he got arrested, or when it has been almost a year now, hasn't it?
Yeah, pretty close. I don't know, but Erica Kirk she bugs the shit out of me. You know, she's quick to a tear, boy, and she could put on a show.
Yeah, another couple months it'll be a year, September 10th. I remembered it was September, but I couldn't remember what date it was.
September 10th. Think of that. Just think it would have been September 11th.
Trump really want to piss people off, make it a national holiday, federal holiday, Charlie Kirk Day.
There you go. You ought to. You got time. You got time. I'm telling you. Every time I got out to get ready to go fly, somebody called me today.
Oh,
And
really?
then my son called me, and when he got off the phone finally, you know, I jumped in the car, took off, got all out to the lakefront. As soon as I got in the lakefront, thunderstorm hit. Boom. That was it. Come on. Lightning struck about 100 feet from me.
Hello, Dominic.
Hello all.
Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-dum.
Yeah, had a fun day yesterday, I tell you.
You did?
Yeah. Some guy abseiled up one of our bridges.
Really?
Yep,
No,
got to
is
the
it?
top of it. Yeah, check my Facebook out.
Fuck's sake, come on.
I shared a
Facebook.
few things about it. Pam the bird.
Really? I have to go look.
Yeah.
That's unusual. Like, it's not easy to abseil up anything. You only
Yeah,
abseil-
as I said, I don't know how he got up there. And he was standing on the top of it, and he kept saying, "Oh, I need a drone delivery to send me food."
You want me to come down? I need a Bitcoin.
Yeah. And believe me, and then it was about probably 9:30, 10 o'clock my time. By the time I got there, they'd actually taken him down. They'd just taken him down, and I took a photo of the area from the ground, and then I did a panorama shot. And there's these two boats that I saw there in the harbour, and I'm thinking, oh, now that'd be great.
Okay, I'll see it. Look at.
But the trouble was, it was foggy all day. Yep. That was my excitement of the day.
So the Winter Haven police put out a thing, right? And they
Okay.
said those with diagnosed disabilities such as Alzheimer's and no, they said autism, but that's not what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
But they said people with
Yeah.
Alzheimer's, dementia can have a vehicle registration marked safe and have a D designated on the driver's license to
Mhm.
notify law enforcement occupants may have a medical or cognitive condition. And I'm like, why the? And I asked him, I said, why the fuck would you want people with Alzheimer's and dementia driving anyway?
Got a point.
Like, what the fuck? Like, they shouldn't be behind the wheel of a vehicle. I don't care if it's early stages, because they could have an episode at any moment.
Mm.
Like, those people should not be on the road. Their license and their vehicles should be taken, whether by their family or whatever. The car vehicle should go to the family, and the state should take their license away and give them an ID. That's crazy. I don't understand why you would let somebody drive with that kind of condition. Because they put autism and PTSD. Those I'm not including in that question. I'm asking about Alzheimer's and dementia.
Mm.
They shouldn't. Yeah, they shouldn't have a driver's license. I'm sorry. It might sound mean, but to me that's stupid. You're just waiting to cause an accident. There's been quite a few cases over the years where people with Alzheimer's and dementia literally were driving the wrong way down the freeway at 80 miles an hour.
Going the wrong way.
And then they found out later that they had fucking Alzheimer's. And they happened to get a hold of the keys from their kids or whatever and jumped in the car and hauled ass.
In Fort Huron, there will be
Mhm.
lots of sun.
And they had a causeway in Monroe Street. I was coming back from the lake today. They got a median between a little bitty small one where you got to go on either side. And I look up and we got a four-way stop sign basically because the lights were out. The lights were
Mhm.
blinking, so everybody stopped and we look up and this Mercedes comes on the other side on our side, right next to us, driving past us. And I looked up there and it was some old woman in it just driving away on the wrong side of the road. I was thinking, girl. Now, if she
Yeah.
would have hit me, she had a Mercedes. That's good.
Yeah, probably why they had the lights all on stop.
Yeah, everybody was following it. She just come up the road the wrong way. I mean, she actually went around people and then came down through us. Everybody stopped and let her go. Smart.
They probably knew she was coming. That's why they changed the red lights to red all around.
No, they were blinking. They were all blinking. We had reds. The other streets. She had a red. The other ones had yellow. That's how they blink here. When power goes out for a minute.
Yeah.
But it's automatic. If the lights are blinking, it's a four-way stop sign.
Yep.
Follow that
Over
rule.
here it is. Yep.
Ours don't blink.
If there's no light, it's a four-way either way. If the lights are out,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
four-way.
The lights are out. They do that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Our amber flashes.
yeah. And that's what happened. They were flashing today. But that was right after that lightning. Like I said, I was out by the point, and I got the drone out, got the goggles, went to put them on. I felt a couple of drops, and I heard a crack of thunder, you know, and I saw the lightning way in the back. I looked up and I said, "That's coming fast," because I could see from a distance. I picked up the drone, walked to the car, put it in the car, and it started hitting real heavy. Big drops, tuk, 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 like that, and stopped. I said, let me put everything up. So I put everything up, got in the car, and then boom, it comes down, and right in the water, right ahead of me, maybe 100 yards, a lightning bolt. Poof.
Wow.
I said, I'm glad I'm in the car. You know,
Mm.
I just got in the car. And it was smacking all over the place. I'm glad I didn't put that drone up 5 seconds before it had to get it back.
Yeah.
But I figured I was fine because it was in back of me. But that sucker was coming this way real fast. Because usually you can tell which way it's going.
Mm.
It was the 360, so I wouldn't have been that far anyway, but it's not the point.
Hmm.
Drove that thing right into the back of my car, right because I had a hatchback open. I flew it right inside.
If you don't do your part 107 and you just use the trust test, do you have to take that again every year?
Trust test is the one time. That's what doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
It's not
same
a
over
recurrent.
here.
So one time because it's recreational.
Because
Yep.
we've got the operator ID which you renew yearly, but there's
Yeah.
no test with that.
As a 3, yeah.
And the flyer's ID, which is the test, is renewable every 5 years.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
3 over here for our version of the trust. Our version of the trust is operator accreditation. It's every 3 years.
But you only need the flyer ID if you intend flying a drone that is over 250 grams.
Hey Paul, when you signed in to register that drone, that password that doesn't work on the recurrent?
No.
That's a drone zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two. 'Cause I got a different one from my drone zone's different from my other one. Because I use the same email, but I've got a different password on them. And if I'd have known I had to do different passwords, I'd probably put them the same.
Hmm.
Because it's a different part of the organization. It's ICRA, ICCRA. That's where you go for whatever your ICRA password is. That's the password that should work. And that's the FAA licensing part. Yeah, ICCA, ICRA. CCRA.
Hmm.
There's a I think Fox just reported there's some kind of parasite going around on fruits and vegetables right now in some states. Florida's one of them. It says a parasite that can cause explosive diarrhea.
Uh-uh.
There you go.
That's not. It's not anything to.
The way he worded it was
Yeah.
hilarious. Manatee County sees a 56% drop in opioid deaths.
I spelled it wrong. It's IACRA.
Oh, okay.
And it says password recovery. Forgot username or password. It's the link's in the chat, Paul.
For what?
To reset your password. You click on that and the green blocks, the last one says forgot username or password.
I clicked
That'll-
on it and here's what I got. Let me screen share if it allows me.
No, that's the second one I put in. That's the trust exam, but the second one down.
But it doesn't
just-
let me take the test there.
Well, you gotta read up
Well,
there. It's got a place on there where you can do it.
Just reset your password.
And go down. See where it says trust test administrators? Go up, let's see, you gotta bring it all the way up. Somewhere in there it says, somewhere in there it does have it. I'll tell you what, I'll give you one off on my website. Every one of my videos have. Oh, that's right. It's not through the, I'll give it to you on. Gave you the wrong one. There's several sites you can do it. That just tells you about it. Yeah, just put it in. Pilot Institute does it. Yeah, first thing on every one of my videos on the bottom it says, if you're new to flying, you got to take this.
Hmm.
Jim said the last 4 or 5 years, a couple of kids drowned down there swimming.
Oh,
That's
Hello,
a little
Brenda.
bitty boat coming up. What's that? What's that boat coming up, Paul? It's a little bit of one.
Oh, it's a tug with a barge.
That's all it is. I'm about to say he's loaded down. Huh? That's a ship. He's loaded down. Okay,
Okay.
go that all the way to the last one. Keep going. Oh, that okay. Never mind. Let me stop.
Where it
That
says
one right there,
reminder, password reset and recovery.
bottom green block, where it says forgot username or password. Bottom green, right there.
Yeah, click on the blue part.
Get that?
And we gotta put your email.
Yeah, the email you signed in with.
I would imagine.
Yep, send email.
But can you get to it?
Yeah. Now we've got to remember another password.
Stop. No. Oh. I say no. I said, why you can't listen to me? You know, that's why I pick up shoes. This shoes is big as her, about to throw it. You don't share all of that.
Yeah, stop sharing.
See if you can get in, because that'll give you the stuff.
That'll give you a recovery.
It says it'll take a phone number.
You may not have used your phone number. You try.
You might have used your old phone number.
Oh. They're trying to change the rules, Joe, where you can have guns directly shipped to your house now instead of having to go to a gun store to pick them up.
Oh,
Yeah. That's gonna
That's
be
fun.
just in Florida.
No. That they're doing it. Trump's trying to do it federally.
Oh.
Because right now, if you want to buy, you can buy a gun online from a company, but it has to be shipped to a actual gun store.
legitimate. Yeah.
Your whatever
Yeah.
local gun store you have, and then you can go there and pick it up. Which I think is stupid. It should be able to go directly to your house. Why do you got to
Yeah,
go there?
you know what the worst part is? Taurus owes me one right now, right? And if I have it, they gotta ship it to Academy or somebody that does the guns, and Academy is gonna charge me $50.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just a money grab for gun stores. That's all it is.
Yeah, because Academy, I asked them, I said, can I have it shipped to you? They said, yeah. They said, you could have it, whatever it is shipped to you, it'll come in your name, and you gotta come in, you gotta fill out the information. and $50. I said, what I'm paying $50 for? Because we got to submit the form. I said, but the gun is free. I'm not buying it. Well, we
The
still have to
password is
show it.
incorrect for AOL.
Don't keep
If you-
pressing stuff.
Because he's trying to reset it. Now he
But
can't get into the AOL account.
well, the AOL accounts when he put in there.
Is there another recovery email for the AOL?
Most likely not.
Well, when it says password's wrong, it should say forgot password underneath it.
Hmm.
Because you
All of them
remember
do that.
back when Paul set this up, two-factor authentication wasn't really a thing at that time.
But he
And
still has a
companies
book with
weren't-
all the numbers in it. That's what I mean.
Like,
Still using that
company-
old book.
Yeah, companies weren't really forcing you to do two-factor back then. Now
Now it's
a lot of them
multi-factor.
require. Yeah, a lot of them require it now. You have to.
Yeah.
They'll force you to do some kind of two-factor.
And
Yeah.
then you go from two-factor to multi-factor now.
Because Paul set up his account probably back in like 2015 or 16 or 17 or something.
2000.
It would have been it would have been back at the early stages of the drones.
1953.
At least 2018, I would say, be like
Well, my AOL emails were set up back in about 1984.
It's been way back.
I was talking about his FAA account.
Yeah.
His AOL account's probably a lot older than that.
Because I know when, like I said, if it says password's incorrect underneath that, it'll say forgot password. Then it'll send you a link to your phone probably, or to be able to click on it to be able to change your password. Or you could actually send it to a different email.
Another
So
guy
that's what I
was
do when I get a stupid one like that.
As long as
Another-
the phone number is his current phone number, don't forget he's changed his number recently.
Yeah, but if it's saying the password, all you gotta do is say reset the password and send it to the one he can get into, the NetZero. And then he'll reset it there to what he wants for AOL, and then he can get it AOL.
Hmm.
Because it doesn't matter, they'll send it to another email. Once you get the reset.
Only if
Oh.
that email is registered with them.
You
They
got a
won't send
point.
it to
They'll
another
give you,
email.
they'll send you a code. If you got it, and it's gonna be like you said on the phone or something. So the
Yeah, if
bottom
he can
line is
send
he's
it-
gonna have to.
Yeah, if he can get a
get to
code
the
sent to
code.
his phone.
Yeah, he gets the code sent to his phone, he can send it any way he wants.
Yeah, he
Because
just
they'll
has
let
to
you do it then.
prove identity.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like I said, they might still have his old phone number.
yeah.
Oh, Jim, I
Yeah.
messaged you too. Is that you? When we were talking about that day, you never answered me. I was just curious. Sorry, that was a side thing. And I guess Houston author. Oh, ICE killed another guy in Houston this morning.
Okay.
Jackasses.
What about what was it? Was it in Florida? Those kids jumped the female cop?
I saw
Is it-
that, but I'm not sure where that happened at. But I saw the
I'm
video.
thinking it was Florida. Yeah, that one girl had a stick she was beating her with it. She made a club, a homemade club. And another one had a homemade spear.
Crikey.
The chief said, "I'm proud of my officers for the restraint that they had on these kids."
You know what I would have done if I was that cop? If I was her partner that came running up, I'd have kicked that girl right in the square in her fucking head. I mean, just as hard as I could.
Well,
I'd
he
have kicked
shoved
right in
her,
damn
and
head.
she fell down and got up and started with the stick again.
But she had that cop in like a headlock though. I would have
Oh,
kicked
yeah.
her square in her fucking head, dude. Knocked her the fuck out.
Yeah. She's
There
lucky.
was a-
She's lucky she didn't get shot.
Dude, there was a video of a guy, a cop, a few years back, and his partner was getting attacked by this guy, and he had the officer in a headlock. This dude, this big ass cop, like Hulk cop, comes walking in the door, runs up and just Spartan kicks this dude right in the fucking head and knocked him out. I mean, just straight
Yeah.
Spartan kick that dude.
In that, but they have tasers for.
Yeah, but tasers are very ineffective, to be honest. They fail a lot more times than they actually work. Because it all depends on your clothing and all that and how accurate
Yeah.
the shot is. Because you got two prongs flying through the air. If somebody's wearing a thick winter coat, it ain't gonna penetrate to their skin.
Right.
They rarely I've seen more body cam footage where they've failed than they've actually worked. Now, when they do work, it's funny as shit. When somebody I
Yeah.
was watching one the other day, this guy's running full bore and the cop's running behind him. Pulls out the taser, makes perfect contact. Dude stiffens up, goes right down on the ground, face first, like a board. It was
Yeah, on
hilarious.
concrete too. I saw that one. It's just straight down. Boom. I also seen one get hit with it, and it thing jolted him. And he jolted a little bit, and he reaches up and pulls him out. You quit, Paul? You quit
What's that?
trying? You quit trying?
Yeah,
Well, you can't quit trying. You gotta figure this out before next week.
well, Justin's gonna help me after hours. Justin can fix anything.
Yeah, there you go, Justin.
This one's pretty funny. Watch this guy.
Yeah, mustn't have heard it.
What?
Paul said you're gonna help him after hours.
Oh, well, yeah. To try to help him with the trust test. As far as the 107, I don't know what to do on that.
No, he's worried about how to get to the password.
No, how
That's
to
what he's
get
worried about.
into it.
It's just his passwords.
Well, watch what this cop does.
You don't hurt my mother.
You're not supposed to be able to fail the recurrent test with the 107, are you?
You
You
don't
keep
hurt my
answering it until you get it right.
Fuck up, fuckers.
That's the way. That's the way you do it.
So
Yeah.
shut. I walked on the door, kicked him right
That'd have
out.
been my son doing that. My son would have done the same thing. Oh, he got it tomorrow. He got the test tomorrow with Greenville. Forgot about that.
Oh, he does. He
Finally getting
Yeah.
his job, huh?
Well, he don't know yet. He's got to do the physical fitness test, which we already know he's gonna pass. You know. My other one the other day, I got a kick out of him. He calls me. I said, "Wait a minute, how you get off early?" He said, "Man, we got everything so caught up right now." He said, "I called the colonel and told the colonel, hey, I'm cutting them loose." Colonel said, "Go
What's up,
ahead,
Randy?
as long as we're tracking."
What you been up to, Randy? I ain't seen you around in a little
Randy,
bit.
Randy.
But
How's your wife been doing, Randy?
what they're doing right now, they're in the process of remember all those Harriers are being sold off, right? So they're in the process of getting them all prepared, ready to go.
Where are they going?
And, well,
There's
different
that
countries are
tug.
buying them.
There's
Yeah.
that tug, Joe.
Okay. Yeah, he's
So
struggling,
they're
looks like.
selling them to Iran.
Yeah, they're selling they're not Iran. No, they're selling to different countries. And he says what they've got to do is when they ship them, he said to maintain them, because they don't ship them with fuel in them, right? They've got to fill them up where they fill up the fuel with 1010 oil. And it's got to be perfect clean oil so they could take it out afterwards and everything. And he said, the problem is we can't do them all right now because we don't have the funding to do them, because the people are supposed to have the funding didn't put it in right. So we got them everything ready to go. And until he said, we're sitting around. He said, we can't do anything until they get the funding right. He said, so we're going to get off every day at like 1:30.
I would think
Yeah.
they'd fly him to him.
No.
Real
You ship 'em.
question is, when is he getting the F-35s?
That's another.
They got to be on the way if they're getting rid of the Harriers. They've
I
got to
don't
be
think
expecting
I don't
delivery.
think the group doesn't get them for another year. I think.
Oh, so what the fuck are they going to be doing for the next year? Just kind of helping
Hey,
out
Randy.
with other air wings or
He
something?
he looks like for the next year he's going to be in the liquidation process. You know, because that's what he is, the aircraft maintenance. So they got to make sure everything's maintained. And then they were supposed to send him on another deal in September, and he said, "I'm not going. Period. I'm not doing it." And he talked to the lieutenant colonel. The lieutenant colonel said, "I heard they want to send you on another a mile type of thing for 8 weeks." He said, "It's in September. You ain't going." He said,
That's good to
"You're
hear,
not
Randy.
going." He says, "I'm not letting you go."
Oh,
So the
good
colonel
news.
said, that's over with." He said, "Well, if they've already stopped it," he said, "well, if they come back at you, call me." He said, "You got me in your pocket. I got you. You're not going anywhere." He said, "You just did 11 months. You're not going anymore."
Out of my price range, Jim.
It's good to have a lieutenant colonel in your pocket. You know what I mean? Especially when he's a commanding officer. But apparently he likes Nick, so that's good news.
Randy said nipples.
Yay. Nice.
What was looking for? What?
No,
Nipples.
he's talking about his wife. I just said he said nipples.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear your wife's doing good.
Did she lose her stalker?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
what happened with that? I forgot all about
Yeah.
that.
What happened to that
Fucking crazy
madman?
bastard.
What happened to that madman?
Dude, I'm sorry, but I'd be afraid for her to go back to that apartment, dude, by herself
Stop there.
or house,
I want to
whatever.
be with you. Pop, pop, pop through the
That's
door.
just some creepy shit right there, dude.
See, that's in Florida. Pop, pop, pop through the door.
Well, he would have to be he he would have to actively be trying to open the door, which he did,
Yeah, he
or
did.
like trying to kick the door in, then you could do it. But just somebody standing at your door saying creepy shit, you can't
He
shoot him
starts,
for that.
he starts saying creepy shit, pulling on my door. I get my wireless hole punch out.
I mean, that's what happened to that kid that was doing that TikTok challenge to the beat of the drum, boom, boom, and he fucking kicked that dude's door. And that dude shot through the door because he thought he was trying to break into his door. Like you're the stupid ass that did that, especially in Florida. You go
Yeah.
around kicking people's doors like that, you're asking for trouble.
I wouldn't do it.
Now they used to warn us when I worked at the gas company: do not go out past sundown. As soon as the sun starts setting, you go home. No matter what's going on, you don't go around. Unless it's an emergency call, you don't go around people's houses at nighttime.
Yeah.
That's one thing that they warned every new employee about. They said, "This is Florida. This ain't, New York or California. People will shoot you if they catch you on your property at 5, 9, 10 o'clock at night."
Yep.
Dude is still there. He won't even look at me or her. Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, you got the Galaxy Buds Pro or 4 Pro coming, huh? What are those
Yay.
even? I don't even know if I've seen those. Let me see.
I guess the game between
Those are nice looking. I like the look of those. Randy.
Mexico and Gibraltar is going to the shootout now at the end where they take turns taking shots at the goalie.
Mexico.
Mexico.
Very much down to England,
Close
not
enough.
Mexico, out the weekend.
Yeah, Mexico's
Why
out.
not?
Switzerland are playing Colombia.
The guy scored first shot.
It's still Switzerland versus Colombia.
Okay, Boone, all right.
Now I'm
Who
worried
wants
about
it?
eating these green
Who
beans on my
wants a
plate.
Tookie?
Should I eat the green beans on my plate? Ah, fuck it. It's just diarrhea.
Don't
Yeah,
tell
I
Paul.
like to look at.
He'll say throw it in the wrong long grass.
I really like to look at those, Randy. Those are sleek looking headphones. Looks like Best Buy's got the best deal at the moment. They got them for $129. Everybody else is like $170. Wait, hold on.
Kate wants to buy me the Ray-Ban Meta glasses for my birthday.
Hold on. The white ones are $129 and the black ones are. I'm so confused, dude. They got so many different prices on those from Best Buy. One says 179, one says 249, and one says 129.
You're a goof.
I don't know. I really like the look of them, though. They look nice. Very sleek looking.
Goofball.
Here's Randy.
The one thing I love about my Samsung headphones is I can slide down on the side to adjust the volume. I just rub my finger down the side of the earbud, up or down. They're very intuitive. But I just don't like the style of headphone I bought. I thought it was the one with the rubber ear tip in it. It wasn't. And the sound quality is not that great on those. I was actually very disappointed in them. I should have
Yeah,
returned them
there's
back when I bought them.
those
Even
are
here.
the international ones that are like $130. Those
What
aren't
the hell's
the
international ones?
if you look at the bottom of the item, the product description at the top, they're international. They don't get no support. I forget what all the difference is. Hold on.
I hope Best Buy is explaining that to people because that is confusing. Because they got three different prices on their website for my local or for the Best Buy in Davenport.
What, the CE approved and not FCC?
Hmm.
I didn't even realize they came out with a new headphones.
They're not covered by warranty, the international ones.
I went out and I bought those $25 skull candy ones, and I actually like those better than my $100 pair of Samsung ones.
Don't you have the Buds Pro 3?
Yeah. But mine doesn't have the rubber ear tips in it. It's just the solid plastic, kind of like the old Apple ones.
That's
And
not the Pro.
the sound quality on those just suck, dude.
Yeah, the ones that don't have the rubber tips, those are the Buds. The Buds did, or the like the Buds 2, the Buds 3. I think
That's the
the
Buds
Buds,
3 I got.
yeah, the Buds 3 don't have the stealable ear tips, so they don't have the good active noise cancellation.
I don't know why I didn't notice that when I bought them. I guess I just wasn't paying attention close enough. And I got them and I used them and I kept telling myself, let me return them real quick. And I just never did it. And I
Yeah,
ended up keeping
yeah,
them. But like if I'm on the bus, dude, they're useless. I can't hear them. The sound quality's that shit. And I've
yeah.
tried
If
adjusting
you don't
it.
get the seal, if you don't get the seal, you're not going to get the ANC.
And like I said, I went out and bought a $25 pair of skull candies, and I've been more happier with those than I have my Samsungs. I rarely ever use my Samsungs. I just use them for backup if my other ones die.
Yeah,
Cheap,
if you don't have a silicone chip, they're pretty useless. But
Yeah, just get a tube of silicon sealant.
yeah, there you go. The noise cancellation on the Buds Pro 2, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I work in the freezer all day and I wear my earbuds like 6 hours a day at work. So and the fans running there at about 87 decibels. So it's nice to have something you know what I mean, to cancel out that noise. And when I put them on and that active noise cancellation kicks in, it pretty much goes silent.
Oh yeah, it's trippy when you first put on a pair of noise canceling headphones for the first time.
Yeah.
How
And then
quiet it gets from the outside.
I'm jumping up 2 versions, so I'm coming from the 2 Pro to the 4 Pro, so it should be a nice little upgrade. And they're a little different. I don't know how they're gonna fit in my ear because the form factor is a little different. They got the studs, the stems, like the AirPods. But they say the microphones on the Buds Pro 4 are really exceptional. My main issue with the twos that I got are the battery life. They used to last me for the whole time I'm at work. Now, like in like 3.5 hours, they're dying.
Yeah, I just get worn out over time.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure they stay warm from my head, but being in a sub-zero environment, that probably doesn't help the battery much.
See, when I'm on the bus, I only ever use one. I'll put one in and like put a podcast, like maybe Joe Rogan or something like that, on to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And I put my phone down, and that way I can hear what's going on in the bus, but I can also hear what I'm listening to.
Yeah, that's what I do pretty much all day is listen to podcasts. I rarely listen to music.
So I'll just go back and forth between them. Like when one dies, I'll put it back and I'll grab the other one out and put it in.
Yeah, but a lot of times
Dude,
I most of the time I have 2 in, but when I come out, I'll pop one out when I come out of the freezer.
actually, I would say a majority of the time I ever only have one earbud in because even when I'm in the bed watching stuff, I'm usually laying on my side and I'll take one of them out on whatever side I'm laying on. I'll put it up in the charger and I'll just lay down because it's uncomfortable when you got an earbud pressing up into your damn ear.
Right, dude. One of the most comfortable earbuds that I've ever worn. They were only like a $30 set of headphones, and I haven't been able to find them. I probably could find them if I tried to look them up. But they were called Earbuds, and they're like jogging earbuds. They like go in your ear, and then you twist them to lock them in place.
Uh-huh.
And they were amazing. It was like a big rubber piece, and then it had like a funnel tip that goes into your ear, and like you put them in your ear, and then you twist them to lock them in. And dude, they would not come out.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
if the Skull Candy buds I had, if they had the volume up and down control with your fingers sliding up and down like my other ones have, my Samsungs have, I would that would be the ultimate headphones because they're like I said, those ones work really good, and I only paid like 25-30 bucks for
Yeah, yeah.
them back when I bought them. That's the
Hold on,
only
right.
feature they don't have that I wish it did is the volume control. But they have like pause and play and all that, switch songs. Like it's got touch controls, but it just doesn't have that one particular one I like.
Right. These ones right here. See how it's a unique earbud tip.
3-3 on
Oh, yeah.
penalties. Switzerland are the only one left, and if they score, they win.
They have wireless ones though. I don't like wired headphones. I get
Switzerland
tangled up in
won.
them motherfuckers.
Yay.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
ones that go over your neck with a wire. Okay.
Earbuds.
4-3 on penalties.
Yeah, right here. Yep. But they're workout headphones. But yeah, I'm telling you, they sound really good.
Yeah,
Sold
Skull
by
Candy actually makes a set of those that are like 15 bucks or 20 bucks or something. Not the ear tips, but they're the same design with the cord, cable, and all that.
Right.
They go
You
around your
know,
neck.
if Crutchfield's selling them, they're pretty damn good. But they're no longer available. Crutchfield.
I hate when companies do that and then they leave the listing up. It's like, why are you leaving it up if you're not going to sell it anymore? Like, it shouldn't even come up on your site at all.
And, well, they leave it up because it brings people to their site.
I guess.
You know, if they look that item up, it still brings them there, even if they don't got it.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna go back.
Paul doesn't have Paul's never taken a trust test.
He had a Part 107. He's just not renewed it.
Oh, he's a Part 107.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa, that's a shocker.
But he didn't renew it. He didn't do a recurrent.
Yeah, he had his 107, just never did the trust test. And he has to do his recurrent for the trust test too.
I don't think you need the trust test if you've got the 107, do you?
No, you don't. But if he's having problems with the recurrent, get the
Yeah,
trust test.
it overrides it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't
I
need a
would-
trust test.
But he's got to take the recurrent and he can't get into the site. So it'd be better to take the trust test. At least he has it. No, you don't. But if he's having,
I would say even if you don't need it, do it anyway because it's free and it takes like 5 minutes to do.
Yeah,
well, you know what you call it says? Greg with Powell Institute says take both if you got both, so that you can you wherever you're flying, you don't have to be flying 107 all the time. Just fly under the trust.
yeah.
I took the trust test before I took the 107.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Yeah, that's how we do it over here.
well, the thing is too, is the more certificates you have, so try to be professional when the time comes
Yep.
where you need to show that kind of stuff. It just looks
The more
better. on you.
credentials you have,
Yeah.
the more important you
The better it
become.
looks.
Over here, that is. I'm talking from the Australian point of view.
It's called the Aussie Outlook.
We can just keep going right up. But
Like I said,
the further you go, the more money it costs over here.
At least the trust is free.
Yeah. Well, operator accreditation is the same thing over here. And that gives you what's called the 2 kilo excluded category.
Yeah. Our flyer ID's free. But our ID is, I think it's £11 a year now.
Hey, Jim, you take care and don't overdo it, buddy.
All right, Jim, take it easy, brother.
Later, Jim.
Oh, Jim, he's a good guy.
Yes, he is. He's a very good guy.
Oh no, I had asked him earlier because he was talking about how he had that Desert Eagle. And I was just curious how much it was like worth or whatever. How much he would sell it for, and he said 3,200. I said, "Woo!"
Yeah, Desert Eagle, they're not cheap.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's. I was just curious how much he was willing to let it go for.
I'd rather get
stuff.
I'd rather get a 2011 than a Desert Eagle. Desert Eagle, you're not going to be firing that thing a whole lot. The rounds probably cost about $4 a piece.
You
Yeah,
put
yeah,
a
well.
you put a hole through the intruder and the next 4 neighbors.
Yeah, explode his head like a watermelon.
Oh, hell no! You got feet looking like this? Nope, we're done. We
Nope.
are done.
Okay, Brenda. Yep.
Nope.
that's-
What?
Nope.
Thank you, Brenda.
Nope.
What the? What? That's not real.
Yeah, if that was real, we're done. Nope. That ain't
Yeah.
happening.
Nope.
These look like chicken feet.
Better walk
Yeah.
around in fucking socks the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Walk around somewhere else. What are you
Oh my
talking about?
God.
Right, Dominic? Walk around somewhere else, not here.
Yeah.
What was the tattoo?
Hold on, let me scroll back up a look.
I think it
My
had something to
God.
do with a frog.
I mean, that's possible. That could be real. I don't know. It said, I don't know what that tattoo is. It looks like a horseshoe or something. It's like cursive writing upside down. So it's really
Could
crap.
be anything as big as that. Because the way those feet look.
Almost
Looks
look
like
like
a
a
prison
wishbone,
tattoo.
like a wishbone or something.
Maybe it is. Yeah, it is a wishbone because they got a crack in the side of where it was broken.
Yeah, you know why? Because the feet widened out. That's why it cracked.
You hang
What?
from a tree
Hold
with
on,
those
look.
feet.
If you got feet like that, you should not be wearing no toe rings, no toe polish, nothing. You need to be drawing as much tension away from them motherfuckers as possible.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you need to
Bitch got four.
Put socks on, right?
Hold on.
She got 4 toe rings, 3 ankle bracelets.
Boots on.
You
What you
put-
talking about? Socks.
No, you need to put the
Boots.
gold rings on your finger and walk around like this so people wondering what the fuck you're doing up there.
You need some flippers.
I
No
bet you
socks,
that
you
person could really fly through the water swimming.
Oh my God. Did she latch onto you like
Yeah.
some talons?
They'd be illegal on a swim team.
Feet look like they could climb a coconut tree barefoot.
Could you imagine you getting ready to have a contest swim meet and the judges look over and see them feet on somebody and say, "Oh hell no, take them
Oh
off."
my.
You remember fucking the movie Shallow Hal? He doesn't want to date. He's like, I'm not dating that girl. He goes, why? He goes, because her second toe's longer than the big toe. That was his problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole reason for why he didn't want to date the girl anymore.
My mate's wife had webbed feet.
I tell you,
hell
I,
no.
I've
I
I've seen
can't.
that once, and that was weird looking.
Before I'm a wife a girl up, I want to see them feet. Because if the feet are beat, you must retreat. You know what I'm saying?
Is that the
If the feet-
story?
If the feet are beat, you must retreat. Hell no. I don't know. I don't have a foot fetish, but I like a girl with cute feet.
No comment.
And like I can't
I'm not
mess with
touching
her.
that one either.
If her
Hold
feet
on,
are
no-
bigger than mine, yeah, I can't get with that.
Wait, hold on. Which part of that is no comment? The foot fetish part or the other part?
No comment. Well, I can't plead the fifth, so if I was in America, I'll plead the fifth.
Oh, like Tim did that one night when we were asking about something. He's like, I plead the fifth. I said, oh, now you want rights. We were asking
Right,
Tim
right.
about something and he didn't want to tell us.
There ain't no Fifth Amendment in Australia.
No, we don't have anything like that. No.
Neither do we. Our Fifth Amendment is mind your own fucking business.
Pretty much.
Oh, some spicy rice. Ooh.
I sent this to David. Check this out. This dude's pretty wild.
Oh my god. Oh, that's funny.
Onto North Sheffield Avenue.
He rides around. I'm telling you, dude, he's got like 5 birds on him. There's a couple. Look at him in his jacket.
That's wild, dude. Oh, that's cool if the birds are willing to chill and not go anywhere.
Dude, he said when he gets above 90, they go in his jacket.
Is that kilometers or
Miles per hour. He's American.
Well, he's
Oh,
missing
he's
one
in
or two.
Chicago.
All right, on to North Sheffield.
That's wild.
He panned around and showed his bike. He's got like shit all over his handlebars and all over his his gas tank.
So what you
Yeah,
saying?
I'm
That's
telling you, he's got
David-
like six
David
of them. Where they at?
David of the
They're all
UK.
in his. They're in his coat.
He really needs to put a sidecar on this bike and like set it up for the birds and the dog. Like customize
Right. Look
it.
at the. Look at the parrot. See how he's leaning down and getting aerodynamic,
Yeah.
so he don't fly off.
Well, he
He's
can
loving it.
always just if he lost footing, he could always fly off and then come back.
Yeah, he needs to get him some goggles.
So I think he needs to get a sidecar and customize it for the birds and the dogs, so they have somewhere to
Yeah.
really sit down and have some room to move around.
Look down on his side. Birdman Bobby.
Eh,
I thought it was pretty cool.
Randy, check this meme out.
hey, Rod.
Women in 16.
Hey, Rod.
What the fuck?
You remember that old finger trick where you do that? It looked
Yeah.
Yeah.
like back then you'd use a fork and they're like devil,
Yeah.
Big of the
that's
devil.
witchcraft.
What is this sorcery?
Yeah. What do you pick that meat up with that sorcery stick?
Randy, he is no Birdman.
Hey, David.
Oh, don't come in here with that hate.
You look on
Randy.
his shoulder, you'll see the chains on the bird's legs. That is so cruel.
He already went over it. He already talked about it. The chain does not leave a mark. It's very loose fitting. The birds enjoy
It
it.
doesn't matter. That bird was to, if he was to have an accident and that bird was to flip, it's got nowhere to go.
He let a couple of them off the chain. They flew around and came right back to
Yeah,
his
no.
shoulder.
While he's riding, they're on chain. You can see it. And that's the point.
I didn't
If he
even notice
crashes, that bird's injured. It's fucked.
I mean,
I didn't even
all of
notice
them.
there
you
was
would
a
get-
chain.
You would get slammed over here for that. But America's different. Randy, did you see the video I sent you? The guy with a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking mad. Straight over the water.
Yeah. He went around like 5 times.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was a different one. Hold on.
No, I think he only went over twice and he went one way and then back the other.
Yeah. The one I seen was a 17-year-old kid, and he was on like a little island. And he went around the island like 5 times. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I know my oh, that's a mini Creighton, I think. No, that's a Creighton 6S. Yeah, both my cars would do that. What the fuck? Oh, that's somebody's
Oh, geese.
Where was that at? Is that in UK?
God, my fucking microphone was off. Yeah, that's how we treat birds over here. We stop for
Justin,
the
check
That's
this out.
I stopped and let some duckies cross the road and stop traffic one day when I was working for the gas company. Little baby duckies were trying to get over the lake. I threw my lights on and stopped traffic.
Oh, I saw. Who's sharing this one? Is that me? No. Because I saw this one earlier. That was funny as shit.
Oh my god! Is that no? That ain't real.
Mustn't laugh.
Yeah, it's real.
Well, hold on, because the roots didn't come. The ground didn't get disturbed at all. Go back. Hold on.
It does. If you watch, it's already out of the ground. There's not much of it in.
It didn't have no
that's-
roots.
Okay, okay.
That was the
okay.
problem.
That's why I don't be singing from trees.
That's fucking dude. You'd never live that down if I was with you. I'd
Look,
remind
there's
you of
no
that every
roots.
day.
That was one of the
That's-
videos I had to show you.
Yeah, that would be not have
night,
to bother
Brenda.
somebody with for the rest of their life.
Later, Brenda. Like I said, I would have to
Hey,
remind
Brenda.
you of that every day
Take
for
care,
at
my
least the
dear.
first 6 months.
6 months, 60 years. What you talking about? Tell them, don't you walk in my house. I've seen what you did to
Right.
Wood.
This guy is off his fucking rocker.
Oh, I saw this earlier.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen,
Uh-oh. Oops. Was that the ones he was going to set off next?
Yeah, he did.
No, that was it was one of the firework takes.
I think he
Tipped
fell
over.
over.
Okay. Let's shoot in the house. Oh.
My thing is the lady opened the door, saw the fireworks coming out at the house, and she just standing there in the fucking doorway. Like, close the fucking door. You don't
Yeah.
want one of those going in the house and exploding.
Check this flight out.
But she, yeah, that was one of those firework takes. It was like 20 shots or 30 shots.
I've seen so many bloody 4th of July cock ups this year. Oh,
That's
the one that was spectacular. I don't know if I'll be able to get it back. He sets the fireworks off and it explodes as lightning strikes through where the firework went.
Bro, can you imagine losing that drone right at the bottom?
Mm.
You'd have to go down there and you try to get it.
Yeah. Lost signal. Lost signal.
What the fuck? Dog's acting like a bull.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's inside the sphere.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
reading an article. My reaction was from something else. Oh, that's pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
I would love to go watch a really good movie. You know, put a movie on.
Oh, yeah. Because the screen wraps around underneath of you and beside you. Like you can't see the edge of the screen from your seat.
Damn, on July 5th at Wawa in Lake Wales, which is right down the road from me, 12 adults and 3 minors arrested after stealing $40 worth of items. They stole
$40
$40.
worth of what?
They stole $40
Be
worth
right
of
back.
just random items. It didn't say what it
Oh,
was.
okay, random items. All right.
But it was 12 adults and 3 minors they arrested. God, would they have a 16-passenger van full of people? Jesus Christ.
Hey, Justin, tell me if
What?
you ever did this as a kid. I know I did. A bunch of times. Watch this one dude at the end. He got hella aim. Right here.
Oh, shit. No, that's just being stupid right there. I mean, it's fun. It's funny because I'm not doing it, but I would never do that.
Yeah.
I did that. We did that when I was a kid.
Now, we used to do it with Roman candles, but not
Yeah.
a fucking fireworks shell. I'm not going to shoot a 2-inch shell at you.
No,
Or
we
1-inch
did it with
shell. That's
mortars.
crazy.
We did it with mortars, but they weren't quite as big as those mortars.
Yeah, that was like a 1-inch shell he was firing at him.
Mm.
Yeah, and
It's like
we would
one of
light the mortars and
1-inch
throw them
ones.
like that. We didn't shoot him out of the.
On haggis.
You're joking. You are joking.
They've right away.
The fuck are those things?
Haggis.
They look like a big roly poly.
Hold on.
Yeah.
God, dude, I'm so tired of seeing these fucking posts about the data centers. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. So if you know
Hey.
the joke, they say haggis have 3 legs and run round the hills.
They think that
No.
all these people think they're going to stop these centers from being built. Not happening.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
think they're not big enough.
Do you remember
No, well,
4 legs? It's just that 2 were shorter than the others.
well, the reason why it's not going to stop and they have no control over it and nobody's going to be able to stop it is for the simple fact is everybody thinks they're building these things to steal our data. They already know everything about us. That's already happened. That's over with. They're doing it because they're trying to beat China and Russia and everybody else in the AI race. It has nothing to do with people's data. It's all a military strategic thing is what it is at the end of the day. These countries are racing to spend the most money to try to get to the end of the line first.
The race to the bottom.
To be the first one to whatever the end goal is, you know. Oh, did you hear about that test that the Air Force did, right? They did a simulation with AI and they told the AI, they said, they gave it certain parameters about doing a mission. But the AI had to get approval for each missile strike from a human operator, right? Well, the AI got frustrated because it wanted to finish its mission. So its decision making, it made the decision that it would kill its operator in order to complete its mission because the operator wasn't allowing it to do it. So then they put back in the parameters. They said, well, you can't kill your operator, but you still have to have control. They still have to approve every strike. So then the AI's goal after that was, okay, well, I can't kill the operator, so I'll just kill the communication tower that's telling me what to do.
Hey,
And then I'll
Paul.
complete my mission.
I noticed that Mini 5 Pro has a lot better picture than the Air 2S does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
Like it's got a lot better dynamic range. You can see into the shadows a lot better when it's bright out.
Well, it's
It
10-bit
does
color.
really good in low light, I noticed too, and it's just an
Yeah.
auto.
Yeah, that 1-inch sensor plus I think it's got night mode too. That's
Yeah,
it
believe
does.
so.
Have you gotten the hang of it yet, Paul?
I'm still getting used to it.
You got to really turn your gains and your expos down.
Oh, Randy, did you see that? I was telling Jason about it the other day. Did you see that Supreme Court ruling on the concealed and open carry on private property now?
Right. I'll be back.
No, what was that about?
So if it's a private property, but it's open to the public, you don't have to ask permission to bring your gun with you anymore. It was a ruling 6-3 because Hawaii and some other states, Hawaii was the basis of the case, but
So like a movie theater, I can go to a movie theater. I don't have to leave it in the car.
I told Jason, do your own research and read up on it because I'm not telling you it's okay.
Disney
But
World.
if it is open to the public, they cannot tell you cannot have your gun on you.
So no more
the
signs
only
saying
thing
no.
is about a theater is you're paying to be there. Might be different
doesn't
than just
matter.
like a
It's
public opening.
right. It's places like it would be like Walmart and places like that.
Burger King and
As far as my understanding, like I said, I'm not a legal expert. Some of that legal mumbo jumbo can be a little confusing sometimes. That's why I told Jason, do your own research on it and look it up and read on it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
But It was a
do some
6-3
homework.
ruling the other day or last week.
Because there's not many places that I won't carry. Like, I mean, obviously courthouse. Um, my kid's school, it's it sometimes not. My buddy carries his when he picks his kids up all the time, but yeah, you know what I mean? Because schools are a sketchy place. Because if
Yeah,
something
but you
was to
ever
happen,
notice all these mass shootings always happen in gun-free zones
right? That's what I'm saying. So if something was to happen, I don't want to have to run to the car.
because they're easy targets because the people know that there's nobody in that school's going to have a gun. Maybe one officer at the time, but you know what I'm saying. You're not going to have fucking 50 teachers running around with pistols in there.
Right. Wintertime is no problem, but summertime, I don't, you know what I mean? Printing and you move the wrong way and everybody's seeing it.
See, we have what they call the Guardian program in Florida. So you have 2 armed officers on each. Uh, you have 2 on every campus. You have a Guardian, which is like they're more like a armed security, but they have to go through the police academy training, but they're not an actual police officer. And then you have, of course, your police officer, whether it be county, state, or I mean county or city, alongside with them. So it offers a little bit extra protection within the schools.
That's cool.
And like all around here, our sheriff, he does all the inspections on all the schools. He has a team that does safety inspections. And if he goes to one of the schools and there's like a broken lock on one of the gates or something, they have to fix it immediately. Like there is no waiting. They have to get it fixed right then and there. Like security cameras, broken gate latches, any kind of security thing that's on their list, it has to be fixed immediately. I think they give them like a 1 week deadline or something. They have to fix it, and then they come back and reinspect it.
Yeah, because that's a safety hazard. I was watching a video the other day where this man was on school property and he just walked up, opened the door up, and went into the girls' locker room and was inside the girls' locker room for like 10 minutes. Like, how is that possible? The doors should be locked.
Well, a lot of people realize that if you read the gun statistics on like gun related issues, because they're all kind of lumped together in one big lump. Most of
Right.
them are people killing themselves, like 75% of them. Like it's like a high margin is just people, committing suicide. But they kind of lump it all together, and that's how people get these statistics way wrong all the time. They're like,
Right.
oh, there's been so many gun deaths this year, but yeah, but most of them were from people in their own self harm. And
Right.
then the
Well,
next one is gang violence. Like I said, I was telling, like we were talking yesterday. You'll hear about, oh my God, there was a shooting in the mall and there was 4 people killed, right? For example, but then you don't hear about the 40 people in Chicago that got shot in one weekend. They
right.
don't report on that.
I'm on a live stream right now, baby. Snap. Well, my thing is, uh, gun laws only affect uh legal gun owners. Gun laws have no bearing on people that have a gun illegally. You know what I mean?
The thing I've
Th-
always said, there's no point in more laws because criminals don't give a shit about laws. They're not going
That's
to
right.
follow
Right.
them.
They're gonna find a way to get a gun regardless of how many laws or what laws you put in place. The only thing the laws do is that they affect the law abiding gun owner, you know?
Oh shit, camera fell. Damn it.
Go give me a few minutes. Okay. No, you're not going outside to play with your friends. Because I don't want you getting all nasty.
I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
find
you
some.
will.
I gotta find something else to watch tonight.
Yep, there's no more football now until Thursday.
I finished my show. I binge watched all 4 seasons. The new season doesn't come out till the end of next year, so I got a while before I get to see it.
Well, what do you guys think? You want to keep going?
Are you ready to leave or something?
Well, I'm gonna go catch a ship, but that doesn't mean you guys have to stay, but you can stay if you want.
Go. We're good.
You're good? You want me to make you,
Yeah.
you're able to make the host. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go catch a ship and then I'll be back. Not physically catch a ship, but oh man, it's getting old sucks, I tell you.
Hey. What are you doing? Pick it up. Don't slam that down like that. Oh, really? Print anything interesting lately, Justin?
Just the buildings. If you haven't seen those on Facebook, I did the One World Trade Center, the Burj Khalifa. I did the Seattle Space Needle,
Oh, that's cool.
and the Burj Khalifa. I can't remember. It's like 2.7 feet tall. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember how tall I said it was. But I measured them all when I posted them to Facebook. Let me. I'll show it to you.
You guys hear about that building that's about to collapse in New York?
Which
Yeah,
one?
I've seen it, one of the stories on it, on the videos.
Was it the big tall tower?
Yeah, it's the old headquarters for Pfizer, I think.
Oh, okay, not the same building I'm thinking of.
It was one of those pharmaceutical companies' headquarters, and they sold it,
So,
and they're making it into residential.
so there's the Sears Tower. That's a foot tall. I don't. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
That's the Sears Tower. There's a Space Needle. That's 1.7 feet.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was a bitch to print, dude, because the sections here, they don't clip on anything. You literally have to glue it to this part of the. Let's just call this a ladder. The support here is
Mhm.
2 pieces. So you got to put this. All this bottom part all clips together real nicely, but the way they designed it up here, this top half, oh my god, dude! Like the little skinny parts of the supports, you had to hold them up against the edge and clip them in, or
Right.
glue them in. It was a bit of a pain, but it looks really cool when you see it in person.
No,
This one was 2.8 feet tall, Burj Khalifa,
that's cool. You gonna paint it?
and there's the One World Trade. I don't know yet. I was looking at it. I'm not very good at painting, so unless I was just to spray paint it like silver or something.
Yeah,
But there's One World Trade Center. That's 1.7 feet.
that came out good.
I think that's it. Yeah. I don't know. I've been enjoying printing those. They're fun to put together.
Yeah. Last thing I printed was a pooper scooper.
I actually printed one of those for Doug's cage that I use. It's a little sifter that sifts through the sand.
Yeah,
Gets
that's
all
cool.
the shit out of the sand. Printed that a few months back.
I said, I miss you from the weekend. I wish you always let me be on my side.
What?
No, I forgot
Ax.
you said I miss you on the weekends, and you are still my best friend. Yes or no? Maybe so.
Okay.
I was gonna print the Burj Khalifa in silver, but I didn't have enough to do that one. I only had like a half a roll of silver left when I did the One World Trade, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna have enough.
How much film did it take to do the Trade Center?
Oh, dude, that was about maybe 170 grams. It wasn't that much.
That's not bad.
But so I'd already used quite a bit of the silver up, so I didn't think I had enough to do that Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, I've only printed one thing in like the past month. Just, I've had a lot going on, just haven't been into it.
Well, it's like any other hobby. You'll be into it, and then you might take a little month break or something and not really touch it, and you'll jump back into it again.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through that when they have hobbies. I mean, shit, Joe went through a phase there for a while where he wasn't even flying his drones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go through phases. Where Paul go? Fly?
Yeah. I left a couple minutes ago.
He needs to take that trust exam. The guy told him to take his recurrent.
I told him be careful until he talks to that dude.
Well, the bottom line, the guy told him take that recurrent test. He needs to do one or the other before he goes out flying, because every time he's flying, the guy could use it.
What's going on?
Well, you missed it this morning. You got to go back and
okay.
watch the stream.
Yeah, I'll give you
Karen?
go back. No. Paul, remember when Paul did that night video like a week or so ago?
No.
And okay, so he did this night video. Well, it was not really nighttime, but the sun was pretty much set for the most part.
Low light.
And
Yeah.
real low light. And Donald came on and was asking Paul, well, why do you have your collision light on there? Blah blah
Oh,
blah.
God.
Paul said
That
no.
was during the fireworks. That was at night.
Well, Donald came in the chat this morning because Paul said that some guy from the FAA called.
Don
And
Blart.
Donald called the FAA on him. Apparently, some other people did too.
Donald
But we
called the
don't know.
FAA on him?
Yep,
Wow.
Donald did.
That's some
And
big shit.
they got him for no collision lights, not having his recurrent done, flying beyond visual line of sight. And what was the other one? There was 4 things they had on that list.
Unregistered drone.
Look,
Unregistered drone.
Look, everybody's got their own opinions, I'm sure. My personal view on it, we're all supposed to be friends. You can educate them, but don't go calling the cops on people. That's
my views exactly, Randy.
That's a bitch ass move, in my opinion.
My thing is you're a grown ass person. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm not worried
He's
about it.
how 1,000 miles away. Like what? The drone hobby is already fucked. There's so many people getting into drones now. They're going to regulate it and regulate it and regulate it. You're not getting away from it. They're only going to put more rules onto it. So just stay in your lane, do what you do, and leave everybody else alone. I mean, I don't get it.
Well, and like this morning, I told him, I was saying about 6 years ago, I got labeled as a snitch, and I'll explain to you why. Because this guy in Lake Wales was chasing homeless people with his drone, and he was posting the videos And a couple of people from Lake Wells contacted me because they knew I flew drones and they asked me about it. They even called the cops on them. But back then, the cops didn't really deal with drones. They didn't really know nothing about them. They're a lot more educated now, a
Right.
lot more police departments. So the
Right.
cops didn't want to deal with it. There's nothing we can do. It's federal. He's just flying in the air. And the videos were very egregious. I called for the harassment part of it. I didn't give a shit about the dude flying. I called because he was harassing homeless people. He was
Right.
chasing them down the road. He was hovering above their heads, coming down, trying to touch their heads with the drone, like crazy ass shit.
Right.
But I had about a handful of people got pissed off at me about 6 years ago because of that, saying I
You,
shouldn't have called about that.
yeah. Well, I
See,
mean,
my view on that.
it is wrong. He shouldn't have done it, but I don't agree with calling the cops on nobody.
No. That
That's just
one,
my
when you're
opinion.
putting people physically in danger, then that's
Hey.
different, right? You're protecting someone.
I
Paul
still-
hasn't technically put anyone in danger. He flies around the ship, and yes, he's lost a few drones in the water.
My best friend.
Yeah, but he's not really done anything. He's not flying over crowds. He's not.
He flew over that fair.
STI.
But like I said, I only called for the
There weren't
harassment
many
part of
people
it.
on that bloody fair.
You are still
It
my
don't
best
matter. You fly over the edge of a person, it's flying over a person. Fly over a vehicle, it's over that. Fly over a boat, and there's people in the boat. You're flying over a person. They're not.
Well, it doesn't fly over
law
it,
is
it
very
flies
vague and
around
all
it.
that.
Oh.
It's specific. It's specific. It's not vague.
But like I said, I did it for the simple fact that the guy was harassing the homeless people. That was
Look.
my biggest concern about it.
I don't agree with it, but that's different because that's somebody you don't know. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to do, by all means, you know what I mean? But it's not like you called him on your friend or somebody that you claim to be friends with.
Well, if it was my friend, we would have had words, But the
Yeah,
guy
when
was
you-
easy to track because he did a
I just
droney,
think
like a
there's
droney
some
move from.
people in this community that are more interested in the drama than being friends.
Look, he's in the chat now. He said it's every drone pilot's business. It's not though, because if somebody across the country is swerving and driving like a maniac, are you going to call? Is it every driver's business? If it doesn't affect you this is my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. If it doesn't affect you directly, if it doesn't affect your friends or anybody you love, just stay in your lane.
What I will do is I'll give Donald credit. He stood up and said, yes, he made the call. Yes, he did it. You've got to give me credit for that.
Yeah, I
right?
respect it.
There are some people that won't.
I didn't say you were a bitch ass, Don. I said that's a bitch ass move. I didn't say you were a bitch. I didn't call you a bitch. I said that was a bitch ass move.
But yeah, you can go back and watch the stream this morning. He was actually on the phone with the guy from the FAA while he was on the live stream. I don't think the guy from the FAA actually watched any of Paul's videos, just the way that he was talking to him. Because he asked Paul, said, I don't fly out of visual line of sight. Well, the guy didn't come back and say, well, I've watched a couple of your videos. He just said, okay. So I don't think the guy's actually even looked at his channel. I don't know. It just didn't sound like he had even looked at Paul's videos. So
Right.
Well,
because
What Don-
that's
what's
the best
Donny's
way
done-
for him. That's the
And now
best way for
Paul-
them to judge it.
Yeah, but what's done is done. And now Paul is going to have to sit there and he's going to have to do that test and he's going to have to get himself legal. Otherwise,
Yeah, and the
he's gonna have to
Yeah,
give it
FAA.
up.
do that
But
test.
look
And
at it like this. If you're going to start going down that road where you're calling on people and trying to get them in trouble, you got anybody that flies FPV is doing something illegal. So are you going to go call on every single person you know that flies FPV? That's illegal. You cannot legally fly FPV in the United States. Where does it end? You know what I mean?
my thing is oh, and no, never mind. Well, I was gonna say a second ago was, and the FAA agent he spoke to is coming to meet with him sometime next week. He said he has to check his schedule but he's actually going to drive to Paul because the FAA agent's coming out of some office in Detroit. And he's
It
going to
sounds like
drive
a
all the way to
service.
Paul,
Dude,
and he's going to meet him down by the water and
Is
talk
that-
to Paul about
it's
everything.
But if
it's
that's
not
the
like
whole-
it's not like it was a year ago. They put out a new thing where they're cracking down on people. They're not doing the educate thing
And
anymore. They're going straight
the-
to fines.
Well, this guy seemed like he wanted to educate Paul. But I kind of agree with what Donald said this morning, too. If Paul can't even get into a simple email, maybe he shouldn't be flying anymore.
That's
mean,
true.
Because he's sitting there telling the FAA guy on the phone, well, I'm
Yeah.
75 and I forget things. And it's like, dude, that's not what you should be telling them.
No, definitely not.
Because that makes you
I
look
don't
like
disagree.
you're incompetent, is what it makes it sound like.
Right.
I'm not saying Paul is, but that's what I'm saying. It makes you look incompetent when you're trying to pull the old man card.
Yeah.
On
The only
agent
thing I was
questioning
saying
you about something.
is me personally, I wouldn't do something. That's just my view on it. But I agree 100%. Paul is probably not the safest flyer and probably shouldn't be flying a drone. But with that being
Because,
said,
like-
he's not flying over people or nothing crazy.
Because like one day he can get into his email, the next day he doesn't even know what email it is.
The
Yeah.
And
other
it's like,
thing
dude,
that
if you
I don't
can't
get,
remember basic stuff like that, that's kind of is a little concerning.
yeah, but there's one thing that I don't get, right? It's all right saying Donald's called the FAA and stuff. Paul's been flying around them ships for a long time. Yeah, he's been flying around near Coast Guard. Surely, if he's doing something wrong, the FAA would have been involved a long time ago.
Right. I
Because
agree.
they ain't
Problem
going to
is
sit
they're-
around taking no shit.
Yeah, but the problem is the FAA doesn't go out actively try to find people. They're only really going on people reporting people.
Yeah,
They
but
don't have the manpower to sift through millions
no.
of videos
But-
on YouTube.
they know that Paul flies ships, so they know where to sit and catch him. Yeah.
Well, now
all,
they do.
All it takes is
Now
someone
they
to
do.
say,
They may
"He's
not have
there."
before.
Boom.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they
they're
may
going-
not have before though.
They're going to
They
be
know
up
where
his
he
ass
flies
now.
now.
They're going to be all over him. They're going to be watching everything he does.
They're probably watching
Like-
the channel now.
I don't think the dude even looked at his channel. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he did.
But he's got to not be. He's got to figure out how to get that password working, because he's got to take that test.
Well,
That's
yeah.
going to be the biggest thing in his favor when he meets with that guy. He'll be able to say, "I took the trust test."
Well, he's a Part
Trusting.
107 holder, right?
It's
So,
not.
question.
He did not take the return.
And it's been over a year.
It's been since he got it. He's never taken a return. 2018.
God. Oh
Stop.
yeah, he's got to redo the actual. He's got to redo everything.
But
Right.
he doesn't
The next-
actually need a Part 107 because he doesn't do any commercial work
He needs
with
the
it.
trust.
And he's not
But
monetized.
But he
Yeah.
definitely
And he's
needs
not
the trust
monetized.
test.
Right. Look, hey, look at
Well,
it this way. Look on the bright side.
The
At least we
website
got
you
him
used
in
to
it.
get into, can you not reset the password?
No, he gave up.
You can, if you know which email it's going to send your password to.
But the thing is
Let's have a
everybody
new account.
knows. The thing is everybody that. But the problem is he can't because he's already taken the 107 under that account. So he would have to go back to the airport to take his initial 107 again.
Yeah,
Or
and pay
I
the.
don't
maybe
think so.
I don't know
I
how
don't think
that
he
would
does.
work. Yeah, but if you set
Well-
up a new account, that's a new account though. I don't know how you would transfer that 107 over to that new
You can
account.
change once you get into that account. You're not setting up a new account. You got to get back into that account. That's the bottom line. And then once you get into that account, you're good. You just got to take the recurrent. Because you
Yeah,
can let it
because-
lapse.
I'm
You can let it
not- I'm
lapse.
not-
And as soon as you take it again, it's good.
Look,
Is
I'm
Rick-
not downing you at all, Donald. You did what you did. That's up to you. And if that's morally the way you felt, then good on you. I mean, that's
But it's done.
you.
He held his hands up. It's done.
I'm not mad at Donald. I mean, that's morally, if that's what he felt was right, then that's on him.
How can he not get into his FAA account
Uh-huh.
when he went into it to register the Mini 5 Pro
Different
only
accounts.
within the last couple of weeks?
different accounts. One's FAA Drone Zone, one's IACRA. It's a different
But
one. And yeah, and if he might have two different pass, he might have the same password, but he's not figuring it out.
I feel like the FAA doesn't really go out looking for people because everybody we know that's gotten in trouble has gotten reported by somebody on YouTube, like another person within the drone community.
But the other thing is as well, they're not going to act on one person's report. It's going to take multiple reports. So Donald stood up and said, "I've done it." Yeah. Now the other people.
I'm not mad at Donald. It's just, if that morally he feels like that's what was right, then that's what was right to him.
Yeah, I'm not mad at him. I just gave my opinion.
No
I'm not
need to
mad
be
at
mad
him
at
personally.
him. But I'm saying there are other people that have done it. They need to stand up as well. If Donald has the bollocks to stand up and say, "I've done it," and so should the others. Because we're all supposed to be friends.
All I can say is it wasn't me.
You can look if he can retake his part 107 recurrent test. If
Yep.
it's been more than a year, it doesn't matter because you never lose it. You just become uncurrent. He can go right back on to the FAA site and retake the
Yeah,
The
we need to
problem
get it
is
in there, get it done.
he went to reset his password for the FAA because he didn't remember that, but then now he doesn't know how to get into his AOL account.
because he don't have to.
Wait,
You don't have to go
get
take
into
the
his
in-person.
AOL?
You don't have to take the in-person exam.
No,
again.
he's locked out of it because he put the password into it, tried to put the wrong password in too many times.
Start another one.
Well,
I guess-
how do you-
AOL. If he's got genuine AOL, he would have had to put his phone number in a while ago because I had to.
Now, I'm wondering if he could call up the FAA and have them change the email on his account.
Yeah,
That
should
might be
be.
a possibility.
Don't know.
But like I said, I kind of agreed with Donald this morning. If he can't keep track of basic passwords for basic emails, and he's on the phone telling the FAA agent, "I'm old, I don't remember things," that's not a good thing to be telling somebody when you're getting investigated for something like that.
The other question is,
'Cause it makes you
do
look
we
bad.
know that he's not been able to get into it? How do you know he's not just said, "I can't get into it," but he actually has gone and done it?
I don't know.
You do have a point there. You do have a
No
point there.
idea. I'm just going by what he told us this morning or earlier on the stream. Because he was trying to
Look.
get into it about an hour or so ago on the stream.
If he
Right
forgot
before.
his password, all he's got to do is type in the email. That's
Yeah, but he
associated-
doesn't know how to get into the email that it's attached to.
How do you
So
not
my
know?
thing is if he starts a new account, how do you transfer your 107 over to that new account?
Randy,
That's
that's why he's got a new YouTube account. Because
What
he couldn't
email?
get into the email that the old
But
one was
surely,
that's why he doesn't have his old
right?
YouTube
So the
account.
FAA are going to have his old 107, right?
Problem
It's
is-
free isn't it free to do the 107?
No, no, it's
it's
like
free
400
for
bucks.
it's free for
Well,
the reoccurrent,
Yeah,
the recurrent
recurrent's
test,
free.
but once the first initial time you take it, it's expensive. Yeah, you're
I
gonna
think Paul
spend
should
$300,
stay
$400.
flying under recreational. Stick with the trust test. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
he
the
needs to take the
107
trust test. That's why we're
because
telling him.
you're going to be held to a higher standard with the 107.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
so
you
get that
can't
trust test
fail
done.
you can't fail the recurrent test. You keep answering it till you get it right.
Right.
Same with the trust test. And the trust test is easy. It's like what, 10 or
Takes
12
10, 15
questions?
minutes max.
It's like a questionnaire more than a test.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 or
Oh,
10
yeah.
or 15 questions, something like that. It's really short.
Oh, our flyer ID's 40 questions. But they're all multiple choice.
Funny, Donald.
Yeah. How can he not get into the email? Can he do lost password for the email?
Again, when he puts the email in, he put AOL. He don't know how to get to AOL. And like I told him, I said, put in the one you know how to get into the net zero. Well, it might have used AOL. So we'll put it in and see. It'll send it. If
Well,
they're not going to send it to you,
right.
if it's AOL, they're not going to send it to you at net zero. But in case
Well-
he had net zero, it may go to it.
Right. Try.
you
go on and
try that.
He's got. Try all three. Try both.
Well,
of them.
and the thing is, well, I know the one that I have for him is not going to work because he set this up years and years ago, like
Yeah,
back in
yours ain't gonna work.
2018. Problem is he has way too many fucking emails. Nobody really has a need to have 3 emails. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't
No.
need more than 1 email.
Sorry,
Maybe
I've got
2,
8.
maybe 1 backup, if that's if
I got 7.
at the
Leave
most.
me alone.
I got
Yeah.
3.
I've
Well, if
got
you're
a-
running a business like
I've
you,
got
I
at
could
least
understand
8.
you having a personal and a business one and some other ones. But if you're just a regular everyday person like Paul, you don't need
Yeah.
3 or 4 emails. That's crazy.
You know, I've
That's,
got 4 AOL ones.
And don't. Hey, I gotta go search them sometimes. If somehow my password thing ain't working, I gotta go find them. You know, because I don't
The only
remember
thing-
'em.
The only thing I would say you would need a secondary email for is really just for like 2-factor authentications if you don't want to use
Yeah,
your phone.
to hide shit from your wife. I mean, or your girlfriend.
So
If
now,
you're
did
just-
they? Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Did they tell Paul to stop flying or anything?
Not that I heard the guy say no.
He didn't tell him stop flying, but he told him the first thing you could do. He said the first thing you need to do is take your recurrent.
Well,
Like that.
technically, you can fail the trust test, but it will just take you back to the beginning and you re-answer
Yeah.
it again. But you
Yeah.
can technically fail
And Paul's never taken the trust test.
it.
No,
Nope.
because he had one. He
Hey,
said he had.
so
he always
right-
claimed he's at 107. But when I took the recurrent, I said, Paul, when is the last time you took a recurrent? This was a couple months in May. He says, he said, I've never taken one. They've never told me I've had to.
So technically, he's flying without a 107 or trust at the moment.
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying before he's flying anything, he need to get that trust test at least. So that, and he's got to be, the thing is, he's got to be able to PDF it or print it. He really wants you to print it off. You know, he's got to find a way to print it off, PDF it some kind of way. And then he's going to have a sheet that says what organization he's flying under. Because they'll have 2 different organizations explain the differences. And you print the sheet because they'll say, which FRIA are you flying under? Well, I'm flying under this one. And that's the rules right there. You don't have to know them, but you got to have that piece of paper if you don't know them. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
way, if they confront him, that, you know.
I
'Cause that's-
read about that FRIA, but I don't know any FRIAs around here.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. There's 2 national ones. And that's what Greg did in Pilot Institute. That's why I got Pilot Institute on that. It's the
Right.
easiest one. And he explains everything step by step by step by step. Here in my car, I got the trust exam on one side, I got the FRIA on the other side laminated. And I have a 107 now, so I don't worry about it. But if I'm out there and somebody says, well, you put 107, no, I'm flying a recreational under that. And I could do that if I wanted to.
And I've said this a million times over the past month on here. I don't care what Paul does. Paul's a grown man. If he needs help with his computer or something stupid like that, I'll help him. But when it comes to him going out and doing things, that's on him at the end of the day. He's a grown person. Not my
But
problem at the end of the day.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
And he don't
but
listen when we tell him stuff
he's
anyway,
gotta-
so most of the time.
I just don't want to see the
Right.
consequences if he's not listening. Somebody gets hurt. You know, I'm telling you, if he'd have crashed that one I was showing him this morning, that ship, how close he was to the back of that ship. If he would have crashed that on that ship, and they had to pick up the drone on that ship, that's a whole different ballgame. It's not going to be, oh, Mr. Murray, you got too close. It ain't going to be that. Trust me.
Well, no, do
But
they?
if
So, if he ran, let's just say hypothetically, if anybody ran into one of those ships, would that actually trigger an NT? What is it? NTB?
A National Safety Board.
Would
No,
that trigger?
Because that's a
investigation?
piece of infrastructure.
No, it's all about the damage.
It's damage, but like I'm saying, if he crashes on top of that ship, on the
NTSB.
ship,
That's what I was trying to say.
and they've got to find, it's going to create something to the FAA.
Well, no, the NTSB is the one that investigates
Yeah.
crashes.
Well, they investigate the crashes, but there's two different ways you got to report things, and you got to report to the FAA on certain crashes too. I'd have to go back and look at them. I figured if I have a crash one way, I think I've got to report it. I'll read about it. You got 30 days with the FAA, with the National Safety Board, 10 days. I know that much.
But if it was like you just like say you just chipped the paint on somebody's car, or
Well, you chip the paint on somebody's car, you might as well file with the
It's
the National Safety Board.
$500.
That's more than $500 for a piece of chip paint.
$500 in damage or a serious injury.
Yeah,
okay, that's what would trigger an actual investigation, is what you're saying.
through the National
Anything-
Transportation Safety Board,
Right.
NTSB.
So anything below that, they probably wouldn't care if you would report it, but they were. Do you have to report it if it's less than that?
The FAA wants a report, but it's a different I got to
Okay.
look at the circumstances.
All right.
Unless it's a collision with a manned aircraft, you don't have to report it unless it's over $500 or there's serious injuries involved.
Okay. So like if you cut somebody's face open or something like that.
Yeah. Or if you
Yeah,
knock
you
somebody
cut-
unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if your drone flies into your head.
Like technically, when that crashed into me, if I'd have went to
You
the
should have
hospital, I would
reported
have
it.
probably had to report it.
Yeah.
And you got to report it to the NTSB, not the FAA.
Yeah,
I
but
think
there's
both.
a FAA,
Might
there's
be
a
both.
reporting to the FAA too.
Right.
It's both.
I
But
know
there's a
the
different
NTSB
circumstance.
Yeah, NTSB is a must.
I'm being too lazy to turn around and type it in and figure it out. So, we need Lance in here. Lance will tell you. Lance will tell you.
Paul, you got a valid email address that you know how to access?
No, why?
Yeah, you
'Cause
do. Net
you need to
zero.
take-
You went that earlier.
Dude, there was a toddler found in the pool, was declared dead, and then was found later breathing in the morgue.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's crazy.
Because you need to, Paul, you need to go in Pilot Institute,
Wow.
start an account, and take the trust test. But you got to have an email to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna help him later do that.
Okay. Make sure you do it.
I'm not gonna
Yes.
do it on here with everybody on here.
It's Pilot Institute /trust or something like that. If you need to get it, just go on my. You can just type in top Pilot Institute Trust Test. He'll jump up.
What? Oh, dude, a Waymo car Waymo car calls police on teens for underage drinking and shooting a toy gun from the car.
Where at?
It was in San Maria. Says San Mateo, wherever the hell that's at.
California.
Don't recognize that city name.
That's a new
Sounds like
make-believe.
Sounds like one in California. Wonder if the Waymo cars are actually monitored, each one by a live person, or if it's the AI and they're actually notice that shit, call the cops. Doesn't specify though whether it was a human operator that called or if it was just their systems actually can pick shit up like that.
Well, I'm jumping off because I want to go hear this crap that Bill the
Okay.
Drone Review is going to say tonight.
Yeah.
I want to see what he's going to say tonight because he's going to talk about this new drone that's supposed to be submitted to the FAA.
F4.
Who's
Yeah.
who's that?
Billy
Bill
Boy.
the Drone Reviewer.
Oh,
What the hell's going on here?
Bill the drone seller.
Yep. Later, y'all.
Okay.
One for you, Dominic. You know what's going on. It's clearly in the US.
Mhm.
A man was arrested at Salt Lake County for lighting off fireworks, claiming firework because there was a fireworks ban. He said it was against his civil rights. I would love for him to explain that one to me.
Well, you're supposed to have
I love
freedom.
Yeah,
Justin.
but people try to use the amendments like in the wrong. They don't understand what they actually mean. What's up?
The link I put in the chat takes you directly to the trust test.
Oh yeah, I know how to get to it. I'll save it though. I'll put it over here.
Well, you don't have to click nothing on the policy. It takes you right to the page.
Yeah. Saved it in my favorites. I'll have it for later.
And I don't even think you need an email. You just got to create a username and password. You don't even need an email. Well, I guess you do because you're going to have it sent to you.
Yeah.
Justin, you know how to do printing, don't you?
What do you mean?
So once he's done it, when he has to do the printout, because he hasn't got a printer, yeah, you click it and then click
Yeah.
print. You know, right click, click print.
He
And
has
then
got a
once
print.
it brings up the print page, in the top right hand corner, it gives you it'll give you a list of printers. But if you click the down arrow, you can click save as PDF.
Yeah,
So he can save it to his computer and it'll be on his computer instead of having to have it printed.
Well, I also told him to just take a picture of it as well on his phone.
Yeah.
Of the computer screen.
Well, do that.
At
But
least
also,
he has a picture of it.
well, if you save it to PDF, you can tell him how to Bluetooth it to his phone. So it's on his phone
Yeah,
anyway.
that'll be fun.
Oh no, fuck you. I'm not doing all
Yeah,
that.
that'll be fun.
He has got a printer anyway.
Yeah, but it's not
Yeah,
working.
he said it won't turn on.
Yeah,
Is it
We
plugged
tried
in?
plugging it in.
Yeah,
He's
is
not
it plugged
used,
in?
not used it for a while, so that's probably what it is.
You try
It's not
turning
that
it,
old
turning
of
it
a-
off.
It's not
Turning it
that
on
old of
again.
a printer because he bought it last year. Remember when we were on that live stream? He had it delivered
Yeah.
from Walmart.
Yeah, I remember
Oh.
setting it up.
Yeah, because you
Everybody
helped
was
set it up.
shouting over the top of each other. And then I said to Paul, I went, Paul, when the stream ends, we'll just catch up with each other. And literally, it took us about a minute, didn't it, Paul? Got it all going and printing. But also, I think he's got new Wi-Fi, hasn't he, since then?
Mm.
So maybe it needs resetting to
The
put the new
ID key.
Wi-Fi code in.
Yeah.
What it is it needs a new fresh cartridge, and I don't have one.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah, that's a pain.
Why, how much have you printed on it that you've run out of ink
It
already?
might have just dried out.
Dried out, I
Yeah.
think.
Well, you know what they say, Paul? Send it to print, and then when they turn up, just say it's Harry Potter ink. It's invisible.
I hate printers. It fucking costs more for the ink than it actually did for the actual printer.
Yeah. Printer, yeah.
It does if you buy Hewlett Packard, yeah. If you buy
Yep.
Epson, it doesn't.
Say my printer costs like $60, and I think it's like $80 for new ink.
The Epson, I think it's about £2.50 a cartridge.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Epson.
Donald does have a point there. Paul, you definitely need to get one of them done before you next go out to fly, just in case they're out following you.
The trust test. Don't worry about the 107. You get that down the road. Do the trust test.
Yeah.
Takes 5 minutes.
Yeah, if you've got a Hewlett Packard printer, their ink's dearer than anything.
Canon's the best one. My ink cartridges are £1 each.
Plus, what's it? Hewlett Packard still insist on putting the yellow, the blue, and the red together in one cartridge. So
Oh,
when
yeah.
one runs out, the lot of them do.
Yeah, pain in the ass.
Yeah, Paul. That I know you sound like a broken record, but that trust test, if you don't take that and you're not current on it, you can be hit with a substantial fine. It's not like they're not playing with that. You got to take that trust test. I mean, that's a federal law you're violating if you don't.
They figured out what alligator killed that woman a week or so ago.
They found, what they find the remains in the alligator?
No, they were able to match the tooth marks up, and it was a 12-foot alligator.
Did it eat another
So-
old lady?
No, it was a 31-year-old girl swimming in the fucking lake like an idiot. I don't have any, dude. I feel bad. Like, obviously, I feel bad she died. I feel bad for the family, but at the same time, you're the dumbass that jumped in water where you know there's gators in it. Like
Yeah,
that, putting yourself at risk doing that shit.
It probably looked like there was gators in the pond.
Like, if you put yourself, when people put themselves in situations like that they could have easily avoided by not doing it, I can't really feel sorry for you at the end of the day. Like when these people die from like base jumping and shit, I don't feel bad for you. You should have been jumping off the side of a fucking mountain. You'd still be alive walking around if you wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. What about that girl that got thrown off of that bridge?
Oh, dude, that was just fucked, dude.
That's crazy. Like the rope should be the one and only thing that you're double checking and triple checking. Make sure the fucking rope is attached.
Well, like I said, and when you're doing something that could be that potentially dangerous, you should have at least 2 to 3 instructors that are very well trained, and one should check it. The next one should come behind him and check it and verify, yes, it is all correct. And then the third person should check it. Yes, it is correct.
And the person doing the jumping needs to look down and check, say, okay, do I have the line attached to me? I'll be goddamned if I'm going to go up there and go bungee jumping or rope jumping and not look down just to double check and make sure I got a rope strapped to me. I'm just going to go up there and la-di-da and let them do everything and just pray that they strapped it.
Yeah, but she didn't jump. They threw her.
Yeah, they kind of picked her up out of nowhere. If you watch the video, all 3 of them just grabbed her out of nowhere and picked her up and then threw her over the side.
Yeah. First of all, ain't nobody throwing me off of nothing.
I also want to point out, in the guy's defense, they did check. Yep, no rope. Definitely no rope. Certainly no rope. Bye.
Right. And you know, there was probably people saying, hey, the rope's not attached, and they're probably just steadily walking up. Thinking about what the hell they're going to eat for dinner.
There was no way they didn't know there was no rope.
Yeah, the last guy's there stood with his clip in his hand going, where does this go?
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I said you know, just like I'm sure at Jason's job, they probably had do double checks on everything, triple checks
Of course
everything.
they did.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to some fucking second or third world shithole to go bungee jumping in the first place. Like I said, I'm not going to some second or third world shithole to go bungee jumping anyway. Where
It wasn't bungee jumping.
Whatever. I'm not doing any kind of crazy sport like that in a country that might not have very good regulations on that.
Well, I think that was her own country, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
but
she
I'm
was
just
a
saying.
local.
Yeah, but think about how many tourists probably were doing that too, though.
I'm not doing that shit in my own country, let alone another country. I'll go skydiving, but I am not bungee jumping and I am not rope jumping. Because there's no second chance. At least with a parachute, you have a backup parachute. If the fucking bungee cord snaps, you're done.
Yeah, you're pretty much fucked unless they got some kind of secondary safety line or something. Yeah, you're fucked.
Right.
And like
Which
I said, it depends on how regulated they are too. You know, there's some countries they don't regulate shit like that, and it's just kind of let's hope nothing ever happens.
If you're following the story, the country is very well regulated. The spot they were using was actually notorious for people doing it, but it's illegal to do it from that spot because it's closed off. It's an old railway line. They should not be anywhere near it. It's due to be demolished. So, yeah. But like I said, there's not a hope in hell's chance that all 3 of them did not see she had no rope. Because soon as the guy, as he gets to the last guy, the spectator shouts, she's got no rope, and he still continues. So it's definitely murder.
Well, over here, I don't know if I would label it in our laws. It would probably be involuntary manslaughter, where you didn't intentionally try to kill somebody. Is probably how they would label it over here. But that could still get you a 15, 20-year sentence.
Yeah,
In
but I'm
prison.
saying they knew what they were doing.
It'd be death by misadventure.
Death by misadventure.
That's what they call it.
Yeah, that's what it's
Never heard
called
that
over
term
here.
before.
Well, if
So,
they
If you can,
if they
if you commit
constitute their
suicide over it,
negligence
it
as
classes
criminal,
death by misadventure.
if they find that their negligence rises to the level of criminal, they can get them for reckless homicide.
yeah. And like David said, they weren't even supposed to be in that area. So right there, they were breaking, I guess, breaking the law. I don't know how their laws work out in Brazil, but
Yeah, they're going to throw everything at them and see what sticks.
well,
I'm
in some of
surprised they haven't been
those,
charged yet.
well, in a lot of other countries that don't really have really good court systems, that are they
It's Brazil, isn't it?
don't,
So they're gonna have
yeah.
a decent system.
Well, I'm saying they would have an easier time convicting somebody in Brazil than they would the U.S. The U.S. you got to really, you got to go to court, prove. Some countries they just say, "Oh, you did it," that's it, and you can go to jail. They don't really have to prove anything. Where like here in the U.S. or like in the U.K., if somebody's murdered, they got forensic teams that go in and collect evidence and do all this shit. In some other countries, a lot of other countries, they don't do that type of shit. They just
Yeah, they
say,
don't.
you were sitting in the room with her and there was bloody and she stabbed to death and the knife is on the floor. You did it.
Yeah, not every country has due process. Yeah. Man. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go play with my kids for a little bit before I put them to bed.
Get you later.
All right, I'll talk to you guys
Yeah.
tomorrow.
All right.
Like Lee Evans says when he does his thing about murder cases, he says, you see all these murder cases, they're doing their appeal on the TV. And he goes, oh, if anybody's seen my little Joanne, please, 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 please. And then he goes, that copper's just literally sat there going, we're going to arrest every fucker and any fucker until we realize it's him. Just points at the guy that's doing the appeal. Because most of the time, if you're murdered, it's going to be someone you know.
Yep.
Unless it's terrorists.
Mm.
Although we just got that case over here where the guy killed somebody and the police turned up and claimed that the guy that had been stabbed was racially attacking him. So the police obviously dealt with the guy on the floor by arresting him and hadn't realised he'd been stabbed. I mean, how fucking stupid is that? Yeah, them officers are well fucked.
Shit, Jim tried to call me.
Who tried to call you?
Hold on.
Jim.
So David, what do you think about the soccer games going on?
Which one?
Any of them?
Well, it's very, very clear that Argentina are going to get every fucking decision they want. They have rolled their luck so many times.
Yeah, that's what I
And,
kind of thought. Argentina's kind of in the lead.
Well, they're not in the league because that's not how it works. They literally they're getting the VAR decisions, they're getting the FIFA decisions. There's just something not right, and everybody thinks that Argentina's going to win it because of where the FIFA president's from.
Oh, is the FIFA president from there, Argentina?
Yeah, think so.
Oh, and the plot thickens.
Well, everybody's seen what happened with the red card decision, and the rules state no political person can get involved, and they did. And technically, the moment Donald Trump rung FIFA and said, "Can you even review that card?" Yeah, that should have been USA under the rules kicked out.
Mm.
And it'd be the same for us if Keir Starmer or the King rung FIFA and went, "Dude, investigate that red card the other night." They're going to throw the book at us. There's just a lot going on with FIFA at the moment. Not America, with FIFA.
Yep.
It's not America, this. This is not the USA. Don't blame Canada. Don't blame Mexico. This is right at FIFA's door. Everything. And they can't keep just passing it off saying it's the host country's decisions. No, that's bollocks. FIFA run the tournament. FIFA control it. FIFA should be dealing with it in line with their own rules and regulations. And I will say it again. America, you've done the World Cup football proud. This tournament's been awesome so far.
Yeah, everybody seems to be happy with the tournament, but they're not happy with some of the calls for sure.
That
That's
happens
every
all the time.
sport.
You're not gonna get everyone agreeing on the calls.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just-
every sport.
It's just too many this time. It's more further reaching than it ever has been. Which is what people are saying. There's just something seriously dodgy. I think the FIFA president's going to step down because the African Nations Association, UEFA, and I think Australia's, they're is it Oceanias?
Yeah,
They're all talking about dropping FIFA and reforming under a new organization.
A new organization, huh?
But that'll be bad for football. Because
Well, yeah, it splits everybody up.
Well, it splits everybody up, and they can't just suddenly go, right, we've set up a new organization, let's have a World Cup. There's a lot of effort and time goes into a World Cup. It's not done.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, we're going to have a World Cup in USA in 4 years' time. That's not how it works. Yeah, it's 10 years in the planning. You know, you've got to remember, Trump did organise all this in his first term.
It's the first time it's lasted 6 weeks.
Yes, but that's because they've had an extra round in, which I agree. I agree with. More teams at the tournament, more fun, more.
Yeah, but how the hell do
more
people
culture.
get 6 weeks off work to go to the World Cup?
I think a lot of them are on sick leave.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them ringing up in the morning. How many people have
I'm
said
sorry,
the
I've
other day
been
there was
quarantined.
pretending to be Harry Kane? Oh, when they're ringing the boss. Oh, lost my voice. I don't want to pass it on to everybody.
I've been quarantined. I've caught COVID. I've been quarantined in America. I can't come back.
Exactly. I've been detained by ICE. They're not letting me go. This is my one and only call. I should have rung the family. But not everybody, because I know a few people that went out for the early stages. They've not been to the last two, but they're going back out for the quarterfinals.
Oh, it's on
And
Saturday.
it's all over a week on Saturday, week on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
To me, I think they should start the World Cup maybe in January and make it a knock every country in a knockout stage, like the FA Cup. All our balls in, all the numbers are in a bag. Pull the draw out. England versus, say, Brazil, game 1, and then that game number is your ball in the next round, like it does in the FA Cup, and the winner over 2 legs goes through to the next round. They do another draw, bam. And then when you get down to the last 64 teams, that's when they have the big World Cup. Let's make it more interesting. San Marino in the last 8. Because they got lucky getting fucking Gibraltar and stuff like that. But that's what they tried to do by bringing the extra teams in. They wanted to bring some underdogs in and hopefully get a couple of them through to the thing. But
Well,
you've got one African nation, one South American nation, and the rest of them are European.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had a Caribbean team.
Yeah, for the first time, yeah.
Well, more than one, I think, wasn't there? Was it Cabo Verde's in the Caribbean?
Yeah, there was a few, yeah.
They got through to the knockouts. And the Ivory Coast.
I'm all for them making it more exciting. I'm just not all for the corruption of it. And no disrespect to Canada, Mexico, and the US, I'm not liking this spread out right across 3 countries. It should be hosted in the US. Done. Bam. You know, group stage is one side, group stage there, group stage there, group stage there, group stage there. And then each round you merge into the middle to the big final. Instead of always fucking traveling 6,000 bloody miles to a game.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to go from playing in Mexico in thunderstorms and torrential rain to playing in Miami in thunderstorms and torrential rain.
Yeah, and then we move up to I forgot what it is.
Is it New Jersey again?
No. New Jersey's the final. I think it might be Seattle. I'm not sure. But the final's in New Jersey.
We've got to beat Haaland yet.
What do you think your odds are?
50-50, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
They've got Haaland, we've got Kane.
Yeah, and that's pretty much both teams. Yeah. No, we haven't got Bellingham to back Kane up.
Yeah. We haven't got Henderson, though. He's out. He fell over the advertising sign and broke his arm. in Mexico, and he's still in hospital in Mexico. He's not coming. He's going to be transferred back to the UK.
Plus, we've got a player that got sent off.
Yeah, but we're appealing that based on the US appeal.
Mm. Yeah, I think France are appealing theirs as well, aren't they?
Yeah, it depends because England are using the VAR thing where the referee made the decision on field and then reviewed it through VAR and then give the red card. He did the same to the England player. This one did the same to the England player. So that's how we're getting it reviewed. But if it was different, if the referee gave the red card straight away and VAR backed him up, then I'm not sure they can appeal.
Mm.
To be honest, I don't even give a fuck if they don't get it overturned. It'll be fresh for the semi-finals if we get there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of taking 26 players.
I don't even know where he plays.
Midfield. He's not really featured that much, to be honest. Well, not that I've seen his name mentioned.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, Saka, Bellingham, Kane, and Gordon.
Mm.
All leading the line with Pickford at the back. That Anthony Gordon's a good player. He played for Preston a while ago. And so did Pickford. Did you see we've broken our transfer record today, Mark?
No.
Yeah, we bought a player for 6 million.
Are you still live?
No,
we're all dead.
I think you both said the same thing.
Well, that's because we're all dead. You know, it's it. Oh, by the way,
What?
this is what life is like in hell. Really warm, hot and sticky. Fans don't do fuck all. Air conditioning's like taking the piss.
I can feel that air conditioning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. We just stood right in front of it.
We're going back up to 22 tomorrow, apparently.
It's been
22.
It's been the 30s.
We're in the 30s again.
32, I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, 33 today.
I was 16 overnight.
Yeah, it was 20 at 6 o'clock this morning. Like,
I think it's been 19 or 20 today. But it's been breezy, so you haven't noticed it.
Oh, we definitely fucking noticed it here. I went out in it.
Kate bought me a baseball cap which has a fan, a rechargeable fan built into the brim.
Yeah, Laura bought one of them. It don't work.
Well, this worked.
So we're 31 tomorrow, and our lowest temperature tonight is 21 degrees. Feels like 22.
No, our low temperature tonight's 14.
And then on Thursday, it's 32 degrees. And then Friday's 28, and then it drops back down. But this, according to the Met, this is supposed to be in for 10 days.
We got it's 17 now. Although, according to this, the high is 28 today here. Kate told me it was only 22. No, 28, 29, 30, 28, 25, 24.
Question is, with Friday, the temperature's dropping after Friday. Does that mean we're going to get some rain?
No.
Correct. Less than 5% chance.
We've got no forecast rain right the way through till next Friday. because it goes back up again. It goes 25, 24, then 26, 27, 27, 27.
Well, someone's made a boo boo. Next Tuesday, the temperature at 10 o'clock will be 24 degrees and feels like 0.
That's typical, that, isn't it? We have got sun tomorrow, sunny spells Friday, sun Sunday, sun Saturday, sun Sunday, sun Monday, sun Tuesday, sun Wednesday, cloudy on Thursday when it's my dad's funeral, and sun on Friday.
Yeah.
So our low temperatures are 16, 17, 18, 18, 16, 13, 13, 13, 14, 16. Yeah, lowest temperature today, 16 just after sunrise. It's not getting up to 28 until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, though.
Well, what do you guys think? You want to stay on for a while?
I don't mind.
It's not one of the
Exactly, I don't mind.
Dominic?
Dominic, he's on mute.
I don't mind.
Okay, all right, we'll keep going then.
Justin? He died.
He did.
He gone.
I'll sing for a full, right? That's it.
Well, you've got to let Justin sort all your stuff out. You
Yeah, I know.
don't want to be getting too late for him not to do it.
Exactly. So
Well, we could always do it tomorrow, I'm sure.
you need to get it done, Paul, before you next go to fly.
Well, let me. I'll call Justin and see if he was still up.
I think he was on the phone to Jim.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, Jim phoned him up.
But like I said, just make sure you got it done before your next flight, Paul. Just be on the safe side.
Yep.
Yeah, you shouldn't really have gone out earlier and flown.
That's true, yeah.
Just gonna have to be a little bit more careful, Paul, because they'll be on your case. You just don't know if there's anyone gathering evidence.
No, he's not answering his phone.
That's because he's on the phone.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, did it go straight to answer phone?
No. It rang and rang and rang and rang and rang and I hung up.
We'll be in the fridge.
He might have called waiting.
Justin, he might be getting a burrito or something.
Yeah.
Excuse me. If you're going to choke to death, please do it quietly and not in the doorway. You need to be able to get out. No sticking your fingers up.
How's your birdies doing?
Just gone to bed.
Ah,
I bought them a new bird bath today and filled it with all the hair ties to encourage them to go into it because, you know, before you fill it with water, you got to try and get them used to going in. Well, we went out, come back, and literally did emptied the whole fucking lot. All
Really?
1,000 hair ties were just scattered everywhere. It was like, really? Couldn't just pop in and get one, no. Had to get them all out.
busy little fellas, huh?
Yeah. What? Yeah. I don't know. You're saying something about cheese. She does this. She
Gromit.
goes in the other. She goes in the other room. There's like 2 fans between us and the other room, and she's trying to talk to us, knowing the fans are just blowing our voices the other bloody direction.
Hold on, hold on. Oh,
Yeah.
Gromit, bring the
I pressed
cheese.
it the other day,
Yeah.
and you've just used what I said because I couldn't hear you, and you still had a go at me because I couldn't fucking hear you.
Yeah.
So
Now
there.
listen. Right? They always say you should learn from your wife, and I did. Right? If you're going to use something on me, just be blunt. I'm going to keep it in the memory bank. I'm going to use it back.
Your cheese and pickle sticks are in the fridge.
Okay.
Okay.
Wallace and Gromit. Fetch the cheese, Gromit.
Can you get me, madam, please?
Have you done a cucumber? Start a new one.
What's Daddy cuddle first?
Got to get Vinny because apparently she wants daddy cuddles first. Bet she doesn't.
Yeah, I've got a camp lay across me at the moment.
Oh, I went into the pet shop today to get birdseed. Oh, really? Really, Vinny? You been sat over there all that fucking time not doing a poopy? The moment I pick you up on my new shirt? Really? Still love you though. Yeah, so I went to the pet shop and they've got this little section for hand tame birds or birds that you don't want to, or nasty birds they don't want you to touch. And they got this cage. I think they were some sort of cockatoo, but they were like a reddy colour. The head was red. They were galas, apparently. And I went in, and the woman said, "Don't go to that one that makes noises because it will bite you. It will rip your face off." So I went in, and it went, "Hello." So I turned to it. I went, "Hello, you're a pretty bird." And literally spent like 20 minutes just talking to it, and it was cuddled up into my head. The woman was like, "I can't believe you just done that."
Bird whisper. Yay.
What can I say? I'm a bird whisperer. Huh? Any Vinny. Any. They nobody trust. Yeah. You good girl. Huh? You good girl. You gonna go to bed? Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe you got all your feathers back, baby.
I know, she looks so beautiful.
Well, you got a few missing on your wing now. You've been plucking, haven't you? But that might be the heat. You're growing back. You get it. You get it. Yeah, we will. Give me that tootsie. Give me that tootsie. I got ya. I got ya. Mommy's gonna have you in a minute. Right, do you want extra jelly pot tonight? Eh?
I keep on the sat one else.
If you get the one out of the cage and just put it in front of the cage, I'll sort it out when I come in.
Right, get it.
I'll be in a minute. She's not ready yet. Go and get the jelly pop.
No.
Tell Mummy. Go get a jelly pop.
It's 1:30. Tell it to get to bed.
Yeah.
She doesn't go to sleep until we go to sleep. Literally, when I go in, she sat there and she waits. As soon as I put my head on the pillow, she'll start eating. And then when I go to sleep, she goes to sleep.
And then she don't get up until we go.
Yeah. You don't get up till we get up.
It's always time for ice cream.
Although, no, that's not true, is it? Because last week, yeah, when I accidentally left your cage wide open, yeah, thinking you would stay in, you didn't, did you? You went for a 4:30 fly around. Yeah. Cheeky. You cheeky.
Yeah.
Come on, go to bed.
For the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 days now, when I've gone to bed, the cats come upstairs. I've got in bed, the cats just lay on top of me.
Oh, I can't be doing that in this weather.
And every time I turn over in bed, she moves so she's still on top of me, whether it be side, front, or other side. Which don't make any difference to the heat. My duvet's too bleeding hot anyway.
Don't use the duvet. It acts as a wall between me and Laura. Keep on your outside, bitch. Show up.
So no game tomorrow.
Nope.
And then one a day for the next 4 days.
Yeah, and then there'll be no game till next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it might be Tuesday, I think. Unless both games are on Wednesday. Yeah, I think it's Tuesday and then Wednesday because the other team get an extra day break before the final.
Mm.
Well, how many more rounds they got to go?
So they're in the last 8. This is the last game where you can go out. So if you lose this one, you're not going home. If you win this one and you go to the semi-finals, the last 4, you've got 2 games left. If you win the game, the semi-final, you go to the final. If you lose it, you go to the 3rd place playoff.
So it isn't a quick out.
No. Not after this round. This is
No,
your last. Get out.
There are 7 games left, and that's it.
8. There's 8 games left.
8. 8 games left. Sorry, 8.
Yeah, you got your four quarterfinals, your 2 semis, and then your final and your third place.
Mm.
I think they should redo it all then and start playing for like 4th place, 5th place, 6th. Start bringing teams back in.
Mm.
But there's no more late nights. They're all 10 o'clock for us.
I thought
10
they were
o'clock.
8 o'clock.
No, 10 o'clock for the quarterfinal, 10 o'clock for the semis,
I thought it was 8.
8 o'clock for the final, 10 o'clock for the third place.
Mm.
So most of them were well posed live. I'd write to
No,
think Paul and tell them they shouldn't be going live when you're live.
actually,
Get their own time slot.
France Morocco is 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but I'm on about where we are.
Spain and Belgium is 8 o'clock. Ours is 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, Argentina, Switzerland is 2 a.m.
Yeah, but no one gives a shit about that game.
So that's actually on Saturday. That's 2 games on Saturday.
Yeah.
So officially, there are no games on Sunday. Monday. Yeah, first quarter final is on Tuesday. First semi-final is on Tuesday. And that's at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Or is it 10 o'clock the day after?
And Wednesday, no, second one. Wednesdays is 8 o'clock as well.
10 o'clock our time.
Nope, 8 o'clock. Semi-final 1, 8 o'clock. Semi-final 2, 8 o'clock.
Ah. Oh, that's one. There you go. Draw. Say, come on, stupid thing. Atlanta, 10 o'clock. And the
No,
day before, Arlington, 8 o'clock.
it says 8 o'clock our time. Ours as well.
What website you looking at?
Sky Sports.
I'm using the Sofa Score and Flash Score.
Yeah.
Unless they've pulled it back and these have not updated their website.
Atlanta, 8 p.m. And the day before is Dallas,
Yeah, so if we win this one and we go to the semis,
8 p.m.
if we get to the final, it's East Rutherford. And if we're into the third place, it's back into Miami.
Mm.
The sod's law we're going to Miami because it's furthest away.
Mm. You got to be careful. If you see an old beat up RV driving around the streets, it could well be Del Boy.
Well, no, it won't be Del Boy because they had it stolen, didn't they?
No, they had it broke into. They nicked the luggage out of it, that's all.
I thought they had it stolen because they ended up going back to the
No,
gangster's house.
no, they lost the passports, the money, everything else. And it was the ones that invited him back to the house that had nicked
Yeah, I
it
know.
just because he looked like the what's it,
Yeah, like the gangster.
the mafia boss.
I like the bit where he's eating and the chair gets shot.
Don
Donizetti.
Donizetti.
Yeah. I like the bit as well. Biscayne Bay. You want him delivered to Biscayne Bay? Yeah, Biscayne Bay.
Mm.
They look confused when he says bonjour.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna step down and go to bed.
Yep. I think it's time to. Maybe it's time to.
Oh,
Here's the ship that I just got done doing. Can you guys see it?
yeah, I can see it.
Not impressed, are you?
It's all right.
Yeah, it comes up well.
It's only a 2.5 minute
Yeah,
video.
perfectly framed.
You've kept a good distance from it.
Yeah.
Pretty much level as well. You're not.
Yep. Now the ship is right in the middle of the frame. And away we go.
What'd you think?
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty balanced distance around it. So center frame. Can't ask for
Nice
much.
framing.
I guess you guys are ready to go, huh?
Yep.
Okay, I'll shut her down now, and we'll see all of you again in the
Yeah.
morning.
Try and catch up with Justin to get the thing done before you next go out.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
but yeah. Okay.
All right. Catch you
Bye.
later, Paul.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.